The time is now 10:01 p.m. Do you know where you're going? Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to Fladge Rants Live. Human beings are an industrial lot. We go and go and go, and we keep pushing. And we're advancing at an accelerating rate. And it's important to remember, to keep in mind as we push further, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Maybe the Amish have it right. Maybe we should have stopped a long time ago. But we continue to go. I think Charmin famously told us, enjoy the go. I love those cartoon bears. But today, the topic is go, and simply because I think 90 looks like the way some foreigners write go. Like I write the 9, the letter 9, the number 9, with a diagonal line going down from right to left from the bottom right side of a circle. But some people write the 9 that looks like a lowercase g. So this is our go Fladgecast. And when I think of go, I think of quests, like the quest for the Holy Grail, which is actually a combination of the Lancelot, King Arthur fantasy, the Christian quest for the cup that the Jesus passed around at the Last Supper, and some Celtic ideals. And it really represents a quest for spiritual enlightenment. And there are other famous quests in literature. Homer, the Iliad and the Odyssey come to mind. Now, the Iliad is before and leading up to and including the Trojan War, and the Odyssey is Odysseus's quest to get out of Troy and back home. So we'll have a Mount Rushmore a little later on quests. But for right now, I want to talk. I promised a Bible study this week, and as I promised, here it is. I was raised in an evangelical, so a Protestant faith tradition. And one important part of that is when you read the Bible, it's based largely in allegory. It's a huge metaphor for existence, and these aren't real life events. And that's an important way to read and understand and apply the lessons in the Bible to your life. A lot of people will say that since organized religions disagree and say they're the one that's right and everybody else is wrong, that they're incompatible. And here comes that compatibilism again, but perhaps the similar aspects of each can be gleaned and combined. And let's look at a few of those. I've also got some Mandela effects from the Bible that I would like to discuss. So let's start with Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. I always thought that was the heavens and the earth. The Bible verse that says, the lion shall lay down with the lamb, does not say the lion shall lay down with the lamb. That I believe is Isaiah 11:6, and it says the wolf shall lay down with the lamb. Here's the thing about Mandela effects. Memory can be faulty, but there is an Elvis Presley song called Peace in the Valley that says the lion shall lay down with the lamb, attempting to quote the Bible, and that is an incorrect quote. But maybe we just have it wrong. My other Mandela effect from the Bible is another pluralization. I always thought the last book of the Bible was called Revelations, and it's Revelation, simply one revelation. You may or may not remember the Bible's version of the flood myth, the first bird released is a fill in the blank. If you said dove, you are wrong. Raven. Raven's the correct answer. But there are flood myths all over the world, and that's what I'm talking about. Similarities in different cultures that arise, similar themes arising in different cultures. Now, yes, Noah sent out a raven and it didn't return, and that meant there was land out there or the thing died. Sent out a dove and it returned, sent out another dove and it returned with an olive branch, and that was a good sign. Now, there are other flood myths. Let's go with the Bhagavad Gita, in which Noah was called Manu, and it's basically tells the same story. Oh shoot! I had two more Mandela effects from the Bible. Plain and simple, Jesus was a stonemason, not a carpenter, and the four horsemen of the apocalypse were war, plague, famine, and fill in the blank. It's not pestilence or death. It's conquest. What's that all about? So let's go back to Noah. The offspring of Noah were Japheth, Shem, and Ham. Shem founded the Sumerians. You can kind of get some part of Sumerian from Shem, and that is what it's from. Ham gave us Cush, not the marijuana kind, but his son was Cush, who fathered Nimrod. Now, if you call someone a Nimrod, it's an insult. And the reason we consider it insulting is because Nimrod ended up building the Tower of Babel and turning his back on God. That story might be a Mandela effect for you too, because a lot of people will tell you he built the tower to get closer to God, and God smited him and split our languages up and scattered us throughout the world. Now, there is a point to that. The allegory is Shem started the Sumerians. Ham started basically the Aboriginal, Australian, African, Chinese cultures, whereas Northwestern European, where my bloodline comes from, was from Japheth. I don't know, Japheth. But there are some interesting parallels you can draw between that Sumerian cuneiform story about Enki and Enlil. They're most high, and you could argue that when we get to the Brady and Drawer show, that which one of those is the most high. But the most high in this instance is An or Anu, depending on if you're Sumerian or Akkadian. So An, or the more general term would be El, which just means God. But An is the Most High and the father of Enki and Enlil. Enki and Enlil, the parallels that can be drawn from those two guys are the serpent from the garden and Yahweh from the garden. So you tell me who's the good guy and who's the bad guy here, because they say Enki's the bad guy and Enlil's the good guy. And they say Yahweh's the good guy and the serpent's the bad guy. I always say you can tell the good guys from the bad guys by the tactics they employ. When God told Adam and Eve they are not to eat from the the fruit from that particular tree in the middle of the Garden of Eden, he said, because on that day you shall surely die. Serpent came up and said, you won't die. You'll just know the difference between good and evil. So they took a bite. And what happened? They found out that the serpent was telling the truth and Yahweh was lying to them. That was a lie. So who was using the righteous tactic and who was straight up lying? So Enki, Enlil, I see Enki as the good guy and Enlil as the bad guy, but it was Enlil who ended up being the Most High and replaced his father, and Enlil was the god of the earth, which I guess we were the riffraff. So this story tells of the Watchers, and some might call them the fallen angels, and those were the peers of Enki and Enlil, and they had children with human women, and those were the Nephilim. And the Nephilim were giants among men. And a few good examples would be Gilgamesh, which also had the flood myth, and Nimrod, none other. And also Enoch, but don't confuse this with the Enoch, the good Enoch, because this Enoch was evil and simply bore the same name as the Enoch we know with the spaceships and the transcending to heaven without dying story. So I guess we could roll the clip, Brady, or roll the clip, Nimrod, or give me a Mount Rushmore and we can do the quest thing, because instead of writing a monologue this week, I got busy in the forge. So it is show and tell time. These are my new pieces. This beauty is a dagger made out of railroad spike. Beautiful. This isn't done yet, but it's the third one that looks like a fish. And it is a punch dagger. Stab, stab, stab. Punch dagger. The rest of these are a little more beautiful. This is the fish 2 with 7, count them, 7 holes in the handle. But beautiful shape on this. It's really nice. So I made this. And it is heat treated, so hardened steel. Quenched in oil after some thermocycling, so it is hard, maybe a little too brittle, so it could use some tempering. This was part of half of a lawnmower blade, and now it's got a little hole in it. And that was the original lawnmower blade. I think you can open cans with that. Easy made this one. And last but not least, I finally got my chopper done. Take them through the chopper. Roll the clip, Brady.
You're going to suck at it. No matter what it is you try to do when you're doing something, you're going to suck at it. I mean, you might get lucky a little bit and do some stuff good, but you got to start sucking to get to being good at it, because you're going to have a sucking part of it to get to success. So you got to suck to get to so you're just going to be real bad at stuff. So just get the part where you're just really bad at it over first, and then you can get on to being good at whatever it is you're doing. So just get.
Yeah. Oh no, I sucked it down pretty hard.
It fucking sucks.
Okay, bye.
He rocks, and he's absolutely right. I am getting better at this knife thing, but I suck at it. But I'm gonna
need me. It fucking sucks.
I'm gonna keep going for it. Just keep going. I
kill.
Keep going.
It'll kill.
Hey! Wow! New drops? That's great. I do watch that show nonstop every Friday. They got it on Quest TV or one of Heroes and Icons, whatever it is. I watch
That was the
antenna
worst.
TV.
It's just everything sucks.
Drawer, you've got new drops. I was walking out of the
fucking
house
suck.
tonight,
These are the same
and
old
for
drops, you
no
just failed to pay
apropos of
attention to them.
nothing, my wife said, "Tell Drawer I said hi." So my wife says hi, Drawer.
Sure,
You
you
tell
look
her.
good.
Brady said, "Fuck
Drawer, you
you."
look good. I do have a
Doesn't
Mount
happen that
Rushmore
often.
request. Since this is our quest show,
The one thing is they are not ranked 1 through 4. It is just
Oh, they're
the
not?
4.
they're not. Number one, not numbered. Jason and the Argonauts' quest for the Golden Fleece. Odysseus trying to exit or leave Troy. I'm going to go with the Epic of Gilgamesh because he's searching for eternal life, finds the plant that
He's
would
on my-
restore his youthfulness, and it gets swallowed by a serpent. And the
He's
quest
on
for
my
the
Mount
Holy
Rushmore
Grail.
of Bible figures.
There's the Mount Rushmore.
You can't not put them on the Mount Rushmore just because of how influential they are.
And I abandon the chair every 15 minutes roughly anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to go find a new jabber. I'll be right back. I have to go find a new jabber. I'll be right back. I have
Welcome
to go find
to
a
my
new
closet.
jabber.
What you got in your closet? Let's play. It's time to play What's in Drawer's Closet.
What's in Drawer's
It's actually my
closet? Let's
office
see.
closet.
What
I
in the
am no
world?
longer in my closet, I'd like to say.
You're out, so you're out of the closet.
Oh, okay.
What's
Perfect.
wrong with that?
Perfect.
It's 2023, 2025. Slow down.
Get back in the closet is what I heard.
What?
2025. It's time to get back in the closet. That's the.
Oh,
That's the
Closet. Like R. Kelly. He was trapped in the closet. I don't know if you realize that.
Did you guys happen to catch a football game over the weekend?
Yeah, speaking of R. Kelly, I heard that there's
TV?
a pedophile there.
Yeah, did you see the simulated combat on TV? Yeah, I watched it. A bunch
There
of
it is.
rich gladiators that could care less about me. Did you see it? Yeah, I'm empty too. Yeah, I did. I fill my head with facts and figures that don't matter instead of learning the political system and standing up for myself. So, what do you think of the playoffs? What do you think of the weather? Oh, yeah.
Playoffs?
And you start bringing up, I don't know, what do you think of the surveillance grid going in? Have you heard about how they're listening to all of us without warrants? They're like, well, gee, buddy, what you bringing that up for? It's kind of weird.
It's a false flag. It's a false flag. He abandons the chair less than every 15 minutes.
And I abandon the chair every 15 minutes roughly anyway.
Yeah.
Wrong. Wrong. All I know is
It's not even a care anymore. But we should talk about the halftime show. Holy crap. So what's his face was terrible. His outfit was stupid.
pretty cool.
And well, it lowered the bar so much, you can't get a better halftime show, better halftime show, better halftime show. But he dropped the bar so low, we can for like a couple decades now. We just keep on improving. But I loved how
When the crowd responds like that, as controversial as that is, I mean, so the I would say borderlining the Janet Jackson fiasco, right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lawsuit.
Well-
Drake has lawsuits against UMG, and he actually tried to sue whoever's in charge of the NFL, whatever Rock Nation.
He already
In
did?
charge of their.
That
He
was
trying to
yesterday.
because he wasn't going after. No, I mean he wasn't. He was trying to get them not to perform the song. Is what it that was.
Oh,
So he was
right.
going after the entity that is the NFL because he's saying
Right.
his argument then is, do you want to be caught up in legal stuff because you allowed this artist to perform this controversial song?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
preemptively.
don't know how you get, because he says like, "Hey Drake, I hear you like them young."
Right.
So you're throwing a hint of doubt. You're not saying for sure, but he
Right.
says certified. He says certified pedophile.
Yeah, he could have heard it from me.
Allegedly,
But that's
allegedly,
after-
that's ignorant.
That's after said, "I hear you like them young," and then he said, it's all like a bunch of unofficial statements that I don't know.
I like strike a chord, probably A minor. I love that
I
line.
love that he's just walking and he just goes, "Hey Drake," and he's looking right at the camera, basically talking right to Drake. But I don't know. You could say that it's this is the Super Bowl. This is the most.
I thought it was interesting that he started the song, cut it off. I was counting how many songs he did. It was 12, by the way, and I didn't even know he had 12 songs. I didn't recognize half of them, but he started into the Drake diss song, cut it off, went and did like 5 more songs, and then followed up with and did.
Yeah.
They ain't like us. You not like they. They not like me.
No. So
am I getting it right?
There also was a shot of Serena Williams rolling up here of Drake.
How can you tell it's a crip walk and not a blood walk?
There's
you can't tell. I can't tell.
This wasn't just like let's just sprinkle this song in here. There's some effort put in there to kind of some seeds, I didn't put that all together. Conversation, right? Hey, Serena, you want to be on this halftime? Oh, why? Well,
yeah, she had to go along with that.
You know what I mean? And she seems like she is dancing her ass off and happy about it. So,
yeah,
I'm curious on what she knows. I wonder if I don't know, maybe she has a younger sister that Drake was really into, and not her.
Okay,
but her younger sister actually died in Compton. She was shot in Compton a long time ago, actually.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The more you know.
Do you think Drake watched the halftime show?
Yes.
He probably switched over to the Puppy Bowl, actually.
Oh, I should have switched to the Puppy Bowl.
No,
Team Fluffy. Team Fluffy won the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah, Team Fluffy. That was like Puppy Bowl 21 or some crap. That's been going on a long time.
They must be the Kansas City of Puppy Bowl.
Eli was the big winner. Eli Manning. He won the whatever it's called. Kick
it's
thing.
pronounced Elon.
The kicker thing. Oh, he's the kicker
Ellie.
We can finally
the kicker thing. Yeah, and he won as the coach of the flag football Pro Bowl games, whatever it was. Because there's no Pro Bowl game anymore. There's just this flag football competition and skills competition. Are you getting into costume? Do you have a? Oh.
It says, "Hey, buddy, I really admire your effort you put into your streams. I'd love to join you next time. Add me on Discord. It's eWizzy001.
Join us right now, fuckface.
Join us right now, fuckface. If you're not some bot on Twitch.
Even if you're a bot, join us right now.
Yeah.
It seems like that. I don't buy that picture. I don't think that picture is really him. It's a purple line drawing of a head.
Doesn't look like, you don't think?
So he's got a very round head. If that's his real head.
Brady.
If that.
Sorry to throw a wrench in your. What as far as someone who's not as intertwined in the world of hip hop, what did you think?
Rap inclined.
I
was just glad that they weren't fucking doing some satanic ritual worshiping the devil. Honestly, since Katy Perry,
there was some stuff hidden.
There always is. I told that to my family. They said I was crazy. Yeah. And then I mentioned Katy Perry, Madonna.
Poor black people.
I mean, it's repeated and it's known. Maybe I don't believe this. Maybe you don't believe this. But people that believe witchcraft, the more people you can get involved in your rituals, the stronger the ritual is. So if you could get 115 million people to participate, they would do that if they could. Whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't. They could be doing that. And the Katy Perry one was the craziest ever. She came in literally with the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It was. They're like, no, she has a song called The Dark Horse, but it was way more than that.
I had the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse in my opening monologue. That it wasn't really much of a monologue.
I love it. I love that one where the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse are just coming in. I don't remember who does it. It might be a Crowder skit. They're just trying to visit Earth, and everyone runs in fear every time they come. And they said, well, maybe it's because they're dragging hell behind them. It's a funny skit. It's a hilarious skit. It's a hilarious skit. That's a word that confuses me. Is it A or N in front of a sound?
And.
So, and hilarious skit? That doesn't sound
and
right.
Hilarious. I know it sounds clumsy, but it's correct. And hilarious.
Can I disagree?
You may. You can be. You have every right to be wrong.
Do ducks?
Go ahead. Make my day.
Fly north. we live in Michigan. We know geese fly north for the winter.
Summer.
Do ducks fly north?
They don't.
South. Do ducks fly south for the winter?
Yes, they do.
They do. You are correct. But there's a little trick. That was a little trick question. Do you know where they land? Where they end up? In Michigan.
Oh.
They fly down from where it's really fucking cold. And like
Right.
Michigan, Ohio, Tennessee is where it starts to not be quite so cold, and then they kind of just hang out here. Unless it gets colder, then they keep going. Because I saw a shitload of ducks, and I thought, you guys are so lost. And then they told me they had migrated
good.
down from Canada. They were
Oh, no
Canadian
kidding.
ducks. I thought they were only Canadian geese, I learned.
Okay.
Wonderful day. Did everybody have a good day? Is it a Super Bowl hangover? Did everyone make it to work that actually has a employment?
No, I barely even watched the Super Bowl, and then I don't know.
I made $200 off the Super Bowl. Does that count?
Yeah.
I was there for the
Counts
pedophile.
worth 200.
That's all I was literally tuning in for.
So you were, I made my wife and my daughter lose their mind. So the halftime, first half was over, halftime started, and the commentators were there, and there was a bunch of smoke in the back, and it looked like they were taking down the stage. And I said, "Oh, didn't you guys hear this year you had to tune into YouTube to see the halftime show? It was only exclusively streaming on YouTube. You must have missed it." It was just a stupid joke, dude. I might as well have said the house was on fire. They were so upset. My daughter's friend came over just to watch the halftime show.
Do they not have television at their house, or?
Yeah, they do, but I mean, it was an event, and they wanted to share this event.
Right,
it was such a great. They just
you're
loved.
supposed
They were that big.
And then when they found out whoever the guest,
for the pedophile stuff too.
There were three initials. Women was performing. Was it Zuz or Az or Uzahaza or something like that? Whoever the red hair.
Yeah, I don't.
They were so excited. What a surprise she was. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people. I don't even know.
I'm like, who is this? Oh, they got some random lady just to sing the sing parts. Because sometimes the rappers, they'll just use some studio artist that really doesn't have a name yet. And I thought it was just one of those people, but apparently it was the scissor bitch. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I still think Kendrick Lamar is a fucking basketball player. So you ask my
S-Z-A. No, he's
my hip hop knowledge is nothing. Is he old? He looks old. Is he older, or is he just young that looks old?
38, I think.
So that's pretty old in the hip hop game, right?
Yes, and sure, but for him still kind of making a song that kind of sparks the youth like that, not like a song. It's weird because it's this kind of part West Coast anthem, part diss Drake song, part like I don't know Black Power anthem, part just party song. So it's so weird that it hits all these. And
it was weird too because the people online I was trying to follow. They were saying it was very it was too black. That's what they too hip hop.
Well, that's how it's been.
Yeah, I agree. But then at the exact same time, Samuel L. Jackson comes out and part of the bit, he's like, "What are you saying, that this first song is too ghetto?" And I started laughing. Yeah. I'm like, whoever planned it obviously planned it well because whatever I was thinking, they knew I was thinking it.
Yeah, so I looked into it because a lot of times the people that I listen to that mention all the satanic stuff that gets shown, they haven't done a podcast yet. So I'm curious as to what they'll find something.
They'll see. I don't like. I mean, I watched it. I was not shocked. I did not go. I hope I didn't just participate in some ritual, whether I believe in it or not. Still, if it is true and you participate, I don't think you have to be a willing participant.
Yeah,
maybe you do.
So the research that I did, it looked like the idea
I like the look on Gary's face talking about nonsense. Seriously, that's my favorite.
Kendrick Lamar was playing the game, so America's game. So it was not the game of football; it was the game of America, and so that's why it was the PlayStation controller style, and that's why it was like, oh, this is too ghetto. This is not what Then he goes to more slower songs, and he goes to something that's a bit more radio, which is why Scissor came out. Those were more kind of like nicer sounding songs and stuff, and then
he punched.
Again, I'm surprised because by putting your like Samuel L. Jackson putting himself out there, so Samuel L. Jackson is saying that I too think Drake is a pedophile.
No, by being Samuel Jackson is like he's like one step below. Let's get ready to rumble. Like everyone has him announce their shit for some reason. He announces everybody's shit. He's like the MC. So I think he just reads it. He probably didn't even know what he was saying until he saw it on the cue card.
So he supports. He knows the song. Nobody doesn't know that that's a That's what.
Yeah, even I know that. No, we've
I do
introduced
not.
you to that song.
They were just waited with bated breath.
We played it on this show.
So I consider myself compassionate and empathetic, but as far as the selfish side of me, things that I don't care about, I forget the second you say it.
Oh.
Especially at my age, and it's a shortcoming.
You never remember a single thing on the show.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because I'm missing out. I want to learn. That's why I ask the same question 6 times. If it's shit that I don't care about, I try to. I really do, but I'm honest with myself.
That's why I wear the lab coat. I'm trying to teach you.
No, I don't think that's why you wear it. I think it's to trick kids into your van.
Oh, okay.
We're going from mass hysteria because Janet Jackson had a tassel on her nipple, and one man is calling a grown man a pedophile who has never been convicted of any type of pedophilia in his life, and we're just like celebrating like I don't know.
I'm more interested in what 50 Cent has to say about Puff Daddy. I like that.
I'm tired of 50 Cent.
The Janet Jackson Justin Timberlake thing was like 15 years ago. Have you seen Justin Timberlake? He was on one of the commercials.
He's
he was
right.
like, "Who's
He's
that
right.
grandpa?"
They broke it. They made it where you had to manufacture some viral moment, or it doesn't even count that year.
Well, I've heard, and I know people in radio that literally they had direct orders from all, like they cracked down on all FCC stuff. They could not do a quarter of the shit that they were able to get away with, and so it changed FCC.
See, now they're starting to. I wager that this may be the last Super Bowl that's on over-the-air TV.
No way.
Well, I mean,
they might give you some half-assed, like limited access, but they're going to stream it because once you stream it, you don't have to file the FCC.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I don't know. So the WWE just recently, a couple weeks ago, made their Netflix debut. And
wait, I don't want to get too far away. Hold on to that thought with the wrestling. Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Ryan has a comment. He's so fucking overrated. He had
even
one
play
good song,
pools.
Swimming Pools. That's it. Drake would have been way more entertaining because Drake's songs are catchier and just better. What say you?
Catchier. That just tells me that Ryan does not have a good ear for rap music, because the people that say Drake's songs are catchier and better means that I can listen to the words and understand what he is saying, and he's saying things that aren't that complicated, so I can understand exactly what he's saying. Is what he's saying.
Yeah, but
Kendrick Lamar, you literally need to like unpackage his fucking raps. Like it's and he's saying stuff that actually matters, like things that are important. He's trying to teach life lessons. Like he's not just talking about,
But when people are driving home from work, they don't want complex life lessons. They want to tap their finger and not think about their day.
Completely different artists, and that's
I'm just saying, I agree with what he's saying because I have the same thing. I'm a progressive metal rocker, and people hate the complexity. They want to listen to AC/DC. Anything that they actually have to concentrate on or pay attention to is usually too much for them. Not in a bad way, but it's just like, why bother exhausting my brain trying to learn a song? They just want to kind of experience it. They don't want to have to try and figure it out. Like you had said something on the show, you like to listen to rap to learn the songs, to learn the lyrics. Or I don't think most people want to do that. They just pick up what they hear, they fill in the blanks, and move on with their day. Music is a background. I'm gonna hit the higher button.
Influential.
Oh wait, Gary's not here.
The man has won a Pulitzer Prize for his writing.
His writing. I wasn't disagreeing with what you were saying. I was. Hey, hold on. I agree with what you're saying.
His latest album isn't that. I don't think his latest album is that great.
I agree with what you're saying. I like more complex music. I like riddles that are harder to solve instead of like tic-tac-toe Sesame Street riddles.
That's where that "Not Like Us" song comes in, right?
But don't you think Drake knows that too? And he writes songs that are more appealing to everyone?
Drake, it's very, very skeptical that Drake actually writes
you create music. So I can relate to you already. Maybe I'm wrong, but you're going to judge people that dumb down their music for the listener anyways. You're going to be like, why?
Not necessarily, because Jay-Z has done the same thing in a sense, because he's admitted it, but at the same time, he doesn't. I don't know. I guess there's like a fine line that I guess I hold that I probably.
I do know I love fucking with pure. You come off as a rap purist too. Like you have your own set of rules.
No, sure, I guess so. I just know what I like, and it's pretty obvious.
So does Ryan. Thank you for saying that.
I disagree with Ryan on this point. Drake sucks.
Sorry, Ryan. I can't argue with both of them. I guess I lose because I don't know shit. I have nothing to stand on. I don't know the difference between.
Drake's pretty awful.
What's Drake's most popular song? What would I know?
I don't know, fucking the one with
Passion
Eminem on
Fruit,
it.
and it's the worst song ever to play.
The one with
I
Eminem on it.
don't know it
fucking,
by the name.
So yeah, so he's on a song with Lil Wayne and Eminem, and this is one of his first like major hit songs, and he starts with last name ever, first name greatest, like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Like that is like the lamest,
that's corny, that's bad,
like,
that's lame.
You're coming on with Eminem,
I thought that sounded
and you hear
good.
Eminem's verse, and then you hear Lil Wayne's
Oh, he made it
verse,
sound
and then you hear
good. He
his
was
verse. It's like, who the
freaking
fuck
fun
is this
at it.
dude? Who is this dude? Like a sprained ankle, I ain't nothing to play with. It's clever, so brilliant.
It sounds like dad rap.
It is
Sounds like
rather
a dad
clever.
rapping to his children.
Dude, right? Speaking
Life,
of
he wants to
children-
squeeze a life lesson in there, maybe.
Speaking of children, hey Drake, I hear you
Hey,
like
Drake.
'em young.
What's the allegedness?
that
What's the
pulled up.
story behind that? Is there any teeth to it, or is it
So
just
that
bullshit?
the Millie Bobby Brown. Are
Probably
you
a
familiar with-
minor.
Are you familiar with Millie Bobby Brown? She,
No.
I believe is an actress.
I think I know Bobby Brown, and I know.
I think I know Millie
Yeah, it's very
Vanilli.
confusing, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
but I
very
don't
confusing.
know
She's
Millie.
white.
Brown.
Yeah, like Little Nas X.
Wait,
doesn't
hold
make
on.
any
Wait,
sense to
wait.
me because I know Nas.
White people aren't confusing to me.
All right. So USA Today, you can get it from USA Today. The explanation of the beef. I love how this is being picked up like mainstream entities now. USA
Great.
Today.
I hate
Beef
gossip.
between Drake
Gossip.
and Kendrick Lamar.
I know people that are close to me that care more about celebrities gossip than they care about me, and it irritates the fuck out of me.
I think this is way more entertaining.
And
than
they
any
don't
part
care.
of the Super Bowl.
And they don't care. I know it's way more entertaining than me, obviously, but
Yeah.
they married me.
Oh, they did.
So
Yeah. I have a bill of sale to prove it that I own
Okay.
her.
Nice.
So many fans
Don't you have a
attribute-
certificate for your wife?
I do.
Okay. When you explain that to them and you show them the actual wording, they get really upset. It is a bill of lading. It is your bill of sale for your wife. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I brought
Not
it
that-
up to her hairdresser that it is against Michigan law for a wife to go and get her hair cut without explicit permission from her husband.
The
It's
irony
on
of
the
you,
books.
the irony of you judging hair too is not lost on me.
Hey, I like my hair, or lack thereof.
I like the alleged hair too.
I look like this.
It's great.
I thought it was funny. Last week, the dark circles under my eyes were worse than usual. I looked like a zombie. It was so cool. I was like, look at the ghoul. Oh, that's me.
So
It was
you can
great.
raise your light up a little or lower it. You'll fix that. If you have lighting, it looks like you have lighting.
You realize this
Get a new
is
face.
barn lighting, right? This is a barn.
You do realize that
Either
you
the
can get
lights
a
are
ring
on
light
or
for
they're not.
$13.
That's the lighting.
I have one right there that's not even being used for your side. You can take and use if you need.
Yeah. Oh, I remember using my
Or-
side. I miss
You could
sitting in
change
the
your-
studio.
You could change your health and sleep and eat right. That would get rid of the dark circles too.
Screw that.
Yeah, so that's what I say. Fuck that. At my age, I don't care what I look like.
Nope. I mean, except we're on this show every week.
I do comb my hair and maybe trim my beard a little bit on Mondays.
Really? I always do the trim on Saturdays.
Riveting.
You don't like?
Yeah,
our
we're
personal
really
conversation?
putting out quality
You
material.
don't like
right
our
now.
personal banter on the show? That's how it starts.
Wow. Great.
Wow.
We talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about.
That was really a productive segment, wasn't it?
Here we got this. I don't know
Okay,
what this
so
is, but I'm gonna play
going
it.
back to
Wait.
Drake, really quick follow up. You asked about
Okay.
the situation
Okay,
yes,
with pedophilia,
I
right?
did.
So many fans attribute these lines to Drake's receiving backlash in 2018. So the lines in the song, right? Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown, then 14, revealed she considered the rapper Drake, quote, a great friend and a great role model, despite their 17-year age difference.
Wait, is
there
that
was also
50 and
video-
67?
There's also a video. So
No.
Then she was so this is where it gets controversial. Is she's questioned about this on a red carpet. Just a friendly like, like Drake. I bet like that's interesting. That's cool, right? That's got to be crazy. What do you?
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Friendship. How did this all?
No, there's nothing alleged about this. This is her firsthand account.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me
Maybe
about
there's
your
alleged
friendship.
stuff.
How did this all
Yeah, I was
come
gonna say
about?
firsthand.
I love him. I met
Yeah.
him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and
That's a
great
fake
friend
accent.
and a great role model. You know, we just text each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited. Yeah.
You and Drake
That's
awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you?
Look at
What
him.
does he say?
That's awesome. How old?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
This is like princess.
Yep. Right. Fucking weird, right?
What? Yeah.
I
Fucking
don't know.
Right?
How
Yeah,
old is
that's
she?
really weird.
That's a,
14.
is she 18? Oh, 14.
In that she's 14. She's, I think,
Are they
his age now,
related?
but-
Are they
No.
related?
Nope.
Do they have outside
just one
connections,
star,
like family
one
friend?
childhood star helping another childhood star.
See, now that sucks if it's honestly
former
genuine help,
childhood star
because the
helping
world has ruined that
She's
sort
got
of help.
management teams. He's not. What is he getting out of this? He's not managing her. He's not getting a fucking bucket change. He's not working with her.
Everybody needs a mentor. Should I not? So I shouldn't try to find the benefit of the doubt here.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I avoid a situation that may make me look fucking weird.
Did you say you don't know about Jews? Oh, it got real quiet.
I don't know when my girlfriend's nieces, they like run up to me and they just happen to be this tall, and they
the reason I included that video you just had up there,
I like turn when they come to hug. It's like no, don't put your head in my crotch. It's weird.
it's a race between the two foreign guys. One's Mr. Bean and one's someone else, and someone else
about race
writes they're both foreign. But the one foreign guy writes his nines like a G.
Like a G. Like
a G. Like a G.
Gangster?
And
like a G.
99 ER is.
Yeah.
So first of all, Jor, when you're
N11
when your short
99
nieces when your short nieces are around.
He's going to help us with our song about that.
Just in case.
Yeah.
And
good call.
PSA there.
Look at the 9. Let's look at the 9. Who won?
Hey, that's not really Mr. Bean. I thought it really was.
It's not
Holy
Mr. Bean?
Shit. I don't think
it's not Mr. Bean.
It sure looks
That
like
is
him when he's
Mr.
back laughing. It's not.
It is Mr. Bean.
No. So
I
it is
just like
Mr.
that
Bean.
song because it's from when the America's Got Talent contestants turn into animals.
Yeah. Yep. It is the same.
If that's that song.
And go.
I also had I missed the zombie apocalypse from the book of John. There's a zombie apocalypse in the Bible, and I didn't cover it last week.
Well,
How
the rapture
stupid is
has.
that?
If you believe in the rapture, it has to be pretty zombific. Zombific.
That's the opposite. That's living people ascending.
Zombified.
That's like the Enoch story. No, when Jesus was crucified according to the Apostle John, the tombs, the graves opened up, and the dead started roaming the streets. That's in the Bible.
Were they actually dead, or were they just?
They were undead.
Well, if there was a
Animated.
zombie apocalypse
Reanimated.
in real life and that really happened, there would be at least another account of it. But no, it's only told in John and nowhere else. I think they may have
more than one account.
I'm saying there would be a lot more than one account of a zombie apocalypse actually happening.
You don't know.
There better
how much,
be.
like all the lost like books, due to floods and burning and book burning and all that shit.
I know.
Paper going to shit. How much information?
Well, and a lot of times they had one assigned historian that not everyone was taking accounts.
Right.
The smartest people were the ones that could read and write.
The Dead Sea Scrolls would have something in there, for sure.
That's an assumption.
We found a lot of good material in the Dead Sea Scrolls, just nothing about Jesus.
Okay, you can have a qualified assumption. Still an assumption.
The ancient people that decided to use other materials. Do you think they had an idea that this was something that was happening and that they wanted to avoid? So they wrote shit down on, harder materials like metals or I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Paper, I guess, stone, Do you think they knew, like, this has happened before, where if we write it down on paper, it gets fucking lost, so let's put it somewhere and put it on something that...
I think they randomly wrote it on everything, and then just by sheer outcome...
Well, that's one of the...
loved it that much.
That's one of the messages of Elon Musk. The reason we must go is because we got to squeeze as much information through the next bottleneck as we can. We're coming up on a cataclysmic event. The universe is a cyclical thing, and we're coming up on a cataclysmic event, and there's no avoiding it. And wherever we can go or send something or get something beyond that point, because we're not going to make it. The three of us won't survive.
That's an assumption.
Yes.
Next week, Fladge Rants assumptions.
Next week,
okay.
Actually, next week should be presidents. It's president.
You can all go fuck yourselves.
I tried doing that last week. It was a little personal. Don't you think that was a little bit personal?
No.
What?
Think about it. Actually taking your own penis, bending it, and shoving it up your own ass. That's about as personal as you can get.
No.
How else would you fuck yourself?
I'm telling you to go.
Comment down below. How do you fuck yourself? Now, see, a woman, it's a lot harder and also a lot easier.
Wait, how can those aren't compatible?
But we can just say they are and then move on. It's easier.
No, I want to stall right on top of it.
That's a great no. I love a good no.
It's easier than admitting both things cannot exist.
Okay, we're gonna have that compatibilism conversation, aren't we?
Not yet.
I'm ready to have it out.
No.
Listen, last week I had to carry a half hour of the show right out of the gate. This time, I didn't have to do squat. I'm ready to go.
That the whole point of the fucking show to begin with?
Yeah, it was. It sure was. And now that I have nothing but time, I send videos like this. This is great. I love this guy.
So hey, if you got problems that you can't find a solution to, and so you keep thinking about the problem, and they can't seem to figure out what you need to do about the problem, and well, maybe the problem is that there's nothing you can do about the problem, and the real problem is that you're thinking about the problem all the time and making a big problem that's not even the problem that you have that you think is the problem, because your problem is that you're thinking about the problem all the time and there's nothing you can do about it, and that's your problem, is you're always creating a problem about the problems you don't have anything you can do anything about. So So when you're thinking about your problems, think about, hey, is there anything I can do about it? And if there isn't anything you can do about it, then it's not really a problem. So maybe your problem is you're just trying to make problems.
Do you hear that, Mom?
So you have something to think about, so you're not fixing all your other real problems that you can do something about, so you're distracting yourself with other problems. There aren't real problems. Except you're making problems.
God, you know what a problem that would be?
Okay. Hope you have a super freaking awesome, non-problematic day and stuff.
I don't think you said that right.
Oh, I missed the fucking okay bye. If I would tell my mom that would become a huge problem.
Well, remember last week I told you that I'm the problem because, like, I've got some a follow-up story to that. The story I told about Big Andy and moving out of his locker that I started the show with last week. So we were the #1 doubles team on the varsity, our high school varsity tennis team. We were the #1 doubles team for our junior year. So as senior year came around, and I wasn't feeling it. I was working part-time at the only restaurant in Davisburg, Michigan, Nanjo's Fine Italian Eatery. And Big Andy still tried out for the tennis team. Of course, wound up with the #1 doubles position that we locked down, but he was in search of a partner, and he wasn't happy with the guy he was paired up with. So at school the next day, he said, I need you. You got to come back. And I was already involved in the school, theater program. I was already, yes, I was a thespian. Big surprise. And I was already working like every other night at at the restaurant. Like, I didn't have time for tennis practice, but I wasn't going to leave Big Andy out to dry. So after missing the first week of tennis practice, I show up and I'm welcome back, and we held down the number one doubles position, and we ended up going on a trip. We always went on a road trip to Canada. So we left the country for this road trip, and we had a challenge for the number one double spot. And I don't remember the kids' names, but they beat us in our challenge. So we ended up being bumped down to number two doubles, Big Andy and I. And he was so pissed. So he was on our tennis team. He was the power. I was the speed. As you can tell by my scrawny little arms, that's kind of fitting that someone else had to be the power. Anyway, so he was at the baseline, and I had rushed the net. So what? You were retarded.
I was just thinking,
anyway,
he made it all the way to the baseline. Nice.
Well, you can look up what these lines are called, but it's the back line.
That's
and so we had like 6 matching rackets, all Prince Approach, all the same color. And he took the Prince Approach he was using and threw it from the baseline on the one side over the net, over the other court, over the double-sized fence, and out into the field on the other side. So I took my identical Prince Approach and threw it as hard as I could from like 30 feet in front of him, and it didn't make it over the fence. Crashed into the fence, landed inside the fenced-in area inside the court. And but I was trying to, stay unified as a team. He threw his racket over the fence, so I tried to throw mine over the fence from shorter, and I didn't make it. So we were kicked off the tennis team on a road trip to another country. So we were in a foreign country and no longer on the tennis team we had traveled with. So there was that story, and
that is really bizarre.
But that was my tennis.
Send you home early.
Gary. Anecdote. But my point of that story is the problem with our relationship and the previous dude I shared a locker with, and the next dude I shared a locker with, and basically all of my friends, is I'm a prick. That was the point.
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high.
I'm not telling you how to live your life, but you should definitely live your life more like I do. I'm not telling you how to think, story. But it would help if I did. That was a real story.
It was fantastic. It dealt with champions.
Egg roll.
We won.
We won the number one doubles team spot back.
So you were the champion.
Yes.
Lee Sedol is the Go champion of the world, and he has recently retired because the sport is ruined because AI.
Yeah, well, AI killed chess for everyone, and then it was what was the name of the program that beat Jeopardy? Watson. So Watson beat Jeopardy.
What?
And then some computer did computer learning and picked up Go in like 5 games, and now no human being can beat the Go computer.
How old was Watson? How long ago was that? That was AI. That was essentially AI, right?
Yeah, it was like 20 years ago.
So it was machine learning instead of language model, but AI is a vague term.
Fuck's the difference.
So sure. Huge difference. A large language model, like I've explained before, is like when you start typing and it autocompletes. It's like that on stage. Imagine that, but instead of for your word, your entire thought and everything in your life is trying to assume and predict what you're going to say and do. Whereas machine language is just programmed, whatever you put into it, it comes out. So I don't think it
versus like.
I think it has to learn. Like in the old days, it would have to do it and learn, and then it wouldn't make that mistake again. Now the AI can just predict everything and just simulate every game and go, I'll never play that way, and learn every way to beat you.
Okay, what about that?
I learned how to play Go. Do you know how to play Go?
It's It's like giant Othello.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
No, Othello, you flip the pieces.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
I
It's
don't
Black
nothing.
on one
It's
side,
nothing.
About it, man.
So the answer he meant to say was no, I don't know how to play.
No, I don't know how to play.
What the fuck is that?
I've seen it played. It looks like Othello to me.
It's so easy. You just have to surround a piece and then you can take it.
Take it.
Pretty
Yeah.
much is it.
Say
If there's
what?
any open spots, it's called a liberty, and you can play that way. Whoever has the
It's
most
so
pieces
complicated,
at
though.
the
It's
end
so,
wins.
it gets
No, it's
counterintuitive, and like,
So
that's
here-
why they didn't
Yeah,
think a
really.
computer could do it, because it takes human intuition. No,
And I'm
no.
like, what?
You're
Computers.
going to say human intuition doesn't exist.
Nope,
I think
that's not what I'm
it's
going
more
to say.
experience.
You're
What are you
getting
gonna say?
worse at predicting what I'm going to say.
I'm a human. I'm a horrible predictor.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
But so if you want to try and play Go, a lot of people play on the 16 by 16 board, which you're right, it's incredibly complex. It gets overwhelming. But you can play on a smaller. I think it starts at a 6 or a 9 by 9 board.
Then it's
Makes it
called
much-
Othello.
No, it's still Go. The same rules. You got to try and surround your piece and not get surrounded. And then when nobody can move anymore, whoever has the most board wins. It's quite simple and quite fun. But it's kind of like I get it why the computer would win. Like when you play tic-tac-toe when you're a kid, it's an amazing game. Then when you realize, just don't go here and you never lose and it's always a tie,
Right.
that kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's pretty much probably as easy as Go was for
Right.
AI. As long as
Yeah.
I don't set myself up in this position, I'll never lose. And
Right.
humans, I don't think, have the patience. If they will never go against the plan, so to speak. Humans get
Right.
bored. I used to play chess with Stefan. I think I played chess with him the most.
Yeah.
And he was just more disciplined than me. I would be I'm like, I don't have the time. I don't want to play a 7-hour game of chess. So and then I would just start getting careless just to end the game. And he knew it. So he would just hold me. He would just wait me out.
See? But with chess, there's an astronomical number of moves that can be played. Like some gigantic astronomical, like there are more moves in chess than there are subatomic particles in the known universe.
Did you just make that up?
No, I've heard that. I've read that. I mean, allegedly.
It seems like a lot.
Well, look it up. Fact check me in real time. The quote is, there are more possible chess moves than there are subatomic particles in the known universe.
But, I mean, every move is based on the number move. Here it is. The number of moves is, at most, 10 to the 123rd power.
Absolutely more than... Okay. Subatomic particles in the known universe.
AI says, which is more than the known atoms in the observable universe.
Okay.
This number is known as the... Comment below if you know. Do you know? Be really great if Shannon was on.
I can't comment below.
It's called the Shannon number. It's called the Shannon.
Oh, the Shannon number. Yeah, who's Shannon? Next question. Who's Shannon?
Yeah. Does your wife know who Shannon is?
Yeah, no kidding.
Huh? Is your wife Shannon?
Have you ever told your wife about Shannon?
Every step of the way, there's so many variables, so many moves.
Right.
That's why, and then every time that changes. That's why I don't believe in the multi-universe, because people think in their minds, they just think if I steer left or I steer right, no, it's every degree of turning in every direction and not. If everything exists, if every option exists in every atom's choice, or
that still
determinism.
doesn't create an infinity. It's
No,
just
I
a
just
really,
said it
really,
was
really,
a
really,
lot.
really, 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 really big number.
I think it would be an infinity. Because
Nope.
we are assuming that it ends. There's an endpoint, but if there's no endpoint, it would go on for an infinity.
Then you get to a singularity. Okay, so how about that artificial intelligence creating consciousness in a what's that called? The computer that IBM or Google had to shut down.
The quantum.
What makes you think it's consciousness?
That's what they were speculating.
So, and then the expert jumped on right away and said, "Don't I can't say that word. Anthropomorphize.
Wow, me neither. That's why I chose go.
It's a very difficult word, but what you're doing, I believe, with all those assumptions and predictions is you're making it human.
Right.
It's not. There isn't intuition.
But what about
there
those
isn't
patterns?
human traits. There's patterns. What they ended up with they found out with those patterns is it was protecting itself. It was creating its own encryption layer. And not to protect itself, just as an inherent. They called it a flaw, but a flaw doesn't happen in a pattern. Well, maybe it does.
Pattern flaws.
I take that back. You can flaws can definitely create patterns. That's a stupid thing I just said. For some reason,
Darn it! We were getting deep there for a second, and then you blew it.
Hey, I didn't pull away from the screen. How many possible moves are there at any given time in chess?
God damn it!
Like for one turn.
It's gotta be
a round, approximate.
I'll go 30 to 40.
30, yeah. Are you reading it? Can you see my screen?
No. From what? How?
But then the number of possible positions after a few moves increases rapidly. Up to 72,000 and then up to 318 billion after 4 moves.
Oh boy. That's some exponential growth there.
But that's just an idea. Like even the best chess player with the most disciplined regiment would have to still be lucky to hit every one of those 318 billion. And what do they have, a 3-minute time limit?
We should have set up a game of Go for today.
I tried.
Oh,
there's a shortcoming that I'd rather not talk about because it's you.
Oh.
So since you're on your phone filming,
I think it's just the right length.
How would we play Go right now? Plus, Go is always only a 2-person. Oh, you have a tablet. All right, well, let's play Go. But how are we gonna get that on the screen? You need to be able to share. No, I can see your password.
Yeah. Actually, you can see the link for this show.
I think we should publish it. It might be more fun.
Yeah, let that person from the chat in.
I'm pretty sure.
If that is the real head.
Discord bot. Call in if you want at 1-586-3-RANTS-3.
You know, my original GPS unit was called TomTom Go.
TomTom. I remember the TomTom.
You know,
1-586-372-6873. All right, go ahead.
Did you guys see the ads during the Super Bowl? One was for DuckDuckGo.
Nice.
And I think that's just, you take the childhood game Duck Duck Goose and drop the OSE off the end of it. I think they just.
I heard that there was like an overarching theme of like more Americanism, less DEI.
Dude, are you kidding? It wasn't the Super Bowl; it was the Trump Bowl.
Was it?
That is, right?
Yeah, I believe the term is America. We're back, baby. That's what everybody keeps telling me.
Didn't T Swift get booed?
I don't know who is that. T-Pain?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Yes,
yeah.
she did get booed.
And then they didn't really go back to her. She looked.
They showed her that one time she got booed. Yeah.
She did the old.
I have a feeling that they didn't go back to her because she got booed. I don't think they wanted to like make it about.
Right. Well, her team was scoreless through a half. I mean, it was embarrassing.
America's
what was the final? 40-20.
They might be getting sick of Taylor Swift.
It was bad, but
not because of her talent, but just because they've been pushed in her face in every place.
Right.
Now there was a Tom Brady Snoop Dogg ad that aired twice that was against hate or whatever.
Well, you know what? You know what I hate? That we have to have this commercial. I hate that we have to talk about this commercial. I hate that things are so bad that we have to talk about this commercial.
Well, I didn't know that there was like this campaign for pro hate. I didn't realize that there was this large campaign out there pushing for hate. So that we one in order to contradict.
The highlight of the halftime show was a diss rap.
Right? Yeah.
You know what? Nobody picked up. I asked a couple people. They're unaware of it. Most people don't know that.
Oh. Okay.
Well, they do when they looks at the screen and says, "Hey, Drake." Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, see when you texted that, after the fact I don't remember that part.
Brady made a good point earlier. Most people just listen to the music most of the words they just kind of glaze over and fill in the blanks, and they don't really get it.
Yeah,
And they're drunk by that time. They're looking for tits.
They're like, oh, a song's coming on. Let me hear the music, and then it's just a beat, and they're like, wait, what am I? And then they forget to listen to the lyrics. I don't understand.
Right. I mean, Drawer, you told me I don't understand what the song Mr. Jones means, but it's what it means to me. So it doesn't matter what it means.
No, that is a good point, because I happen to be listening to some shit that I really, really like. It's some of Tom DeLonge's. I just happen to be wearing this, but some of Tom DeLonge's side project shit, and I never looked at the lyrics, and I always thought the lyrics were something completely different. And I was looking at the lyrics on Apple Music the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? I was like, really?
Were they different? You didn't know them, or were they different than what you were singing?
They were different than what I was thinking and what I assumed or what I was sure of. There was some stuff that I wasn't sure of, but I was just like, wow, that's like completely different.
Dude, I'll write songs and then sing them and like for years, and then actually look at the lyrics that we wrote, and I'm like, oh shit, that is not at all what even we were saying.
Sorry.
Like the Reverend Blue Jeans, you know that song, right?
No.
Gary does. He's old enough. There's a song called Forever in Blue Jeans, but most people think it's the Reverend Blue Jeans.
I mean, we could ask him, but...
And I abandon the chair every 15 minutes roughly anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to a Mount Rushmore clip that I wanted to share with him. Listen closely.
Give sports.
Yeah. I'll give you my top 5. You got to go Bill Russell. That's the foundation.
Probably Larry Bird in there.
Listen, are you going to let me answer it? Or
I don't know.
You're just going to do it?
I was just going to...
Probably Larry Bird. You probably lived in Southie and you stole cars and you were good at math and you said, how do you like them apples? Bill Russell.
Bird.
Wait a second. Stop throwing fucking Bird in there. Everybody's going to say Bird. There's other... Matt Damon, Ben Affleck... Mark Wahlberg.
I'm a Bill Burr guy.
All right, Bird. Will that get you to stop? There's 2 different lists. There's the people that I liked and then the best ever. You got to go Bill Russell, Bird, and then you got Bobby Orr, Cam Neely. And he owned the Canadians. When we couldn't beat the Canadians, he would get a hat trick on Patrick Waugh, who changed the game. And then as far as Patriots, John
Wait
Hanna,
for it.
Andre
Here it comes.
Tippett, Steve Grogan.
No Brady.
Well, I'm still in Patriot years.
Yeah, how many people are on the hierarchy? Usually a Mount
I'm
Rushmore
sorry,
got
did
5.
I get to you yet?
Hang on a second. Anybody catch that?
Yeah.
No Brady.
Well, I'm still in Patriot years.
Yeah, how many people are on the hierarchy? Usually a Mount
I'm
Rushmore
sorry,
got
did
5.
I get to you yet?
Did you hear it that time?
Uh-huh.
How many? I think he said 5.
No Brady.
Well, I'm still in Patriot years.
Yeah, how many people are on the hierarchy? Usually a Mount
I'm
Rushmore
sorry,
got
did
5.
I get to you yet?
No.
So there's a video clip of who's the tall receiver that went to the Patriots briefly? Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Randy Moss hated this guy because he was annoying and stupid.
Yeah.
And he also
You can't not put them on the Mount Rushmore just because
Julian
of how
Edelman. I don't know
influential they
anything
are.
about the guy, but I know that he thinks there's 5 heads on Mount Rushmore because he's even yelling. He's not just like randomly saying it. He's animately arguing against how many people should be on a hierarchy and a great thing. And it is
No Brady.
Well, I'm still in Patriot years.
Yeah, how many people are on the hierarchy? Usually a Mount
I'm
Rushmore
sorry,
got
did
5.
I get to you yet?
No, I
If
didn't
I
know
was
you.
allowed to
Drew
put
Bledsoe,
5 people
Ben
on my
Coates,
Mount
Curtis
Rushmore,
Martin.
I would add Stephen Woodford to last week's YouTube Atheist. Stephen Woodford from Rationality Rules would be my 5th YouTube Atheist from last week's list.
Who?
Stephen Woodford. Look him up. He's great. Hey, by show of hands, how many people looked it up? Viced Rhino from last week's Mount Rushmore. Okay, that's what I thought. Dude's
He's on my
brilliant.
Mount Rushmore of Bible figures.
So the go topic. Oh, we got something? Oh, no.
Wait,
Sign
do
in.
I-
Let us see your password.
I don't want to sign in. I don't want to sign in.
Do you have Stephen Woodford coming up? Do you have like, oh, let's give us the Sabina.
This is either a hilarious bit or...
Have you heard this rumor?
What is this rumor?
Bill Burr's mother had an affair with Billy Corgan's father. I mean, I think somebody just thinks they look alike and they're making this all up, but Bill Burr's playing along. Bill Burr, they were on Howie Mandel, and Bill Burr was actually pissed. He told Billy Corgan, you think that I haven't talked about it for fucking 30 years? Do you think maybe that's because I don't want to talk about it? And he just kind of blew it off.
For some real-life family drama. You've probably seen the memes about Bill Burr and Billy Corgan
But
being
dude,
the same
they look
person.
so
Well,
much
on the
alike
Howie
now that they're
Mandel
saying it.
podcast, Corgan told a story about his stepmother telling him that they had the same father and they actually are brothers.
His stepmother said to me, Bill Burr might be one of the children that your father sired. in his days on being a traveling musician.
Fast forward later to Burr being a guest on Mandel's podcast, and he was sort of ambushed by an unexpected family reunion.
You're an ass. He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does.
I thought it would be
so
a
then,
good
like,
surprise.
can this be like edited out or no?
I can go. I mean, you told me Bill was.
All right, it. No, I'll do it. Like, did you ever think the
Cool
fact
if I
that
could
I
make a
never
full
told
screen
that story
Instagram.
that, you know, maybe you shouldn't?
Love
what was
that- love
supposed
your
to
bro-
happen? Are we going to go play catch? We're both in our 50s.
It was pretty tense at first, but then it started to lighten up with some jokes, so maybe it's all work. I mean, Burr is a comedian, and on top of being a famous musician, Corrigan is also in the wrestling business. But then Burr went on the Rich Eisen show and laid into Howie again.
Howie did what he did because he is a Hollywood and he doesn't care what happens. I did not appreciate what
Bill
Howie
Burr's
said,
playing it off like
not
it's
at all.
true.
But he's like
Like
Howie,
it's totally
so he's
true.
like sort of hard to hate.
I'm sure Howie Mandel just feels terrible about all this. Oh, wait, no, he shared a Step Brothers meme. Jesus Christ, Howie. Anyway, what do you think? Is this all legit, or are they all pulling a great gag on us?
What do you think?
I think it's great. I think it's a great gag. If that's, I think that's what what's going on.
Yeah, Bill Burr's doing the best acting ever. If it is if it's a bit.
It's just a
Bill
bit.
Burr not have a dad, or
Bill
what?
Burr is a good actor. Have you seen him in Mandalorian?
Yeah.
He's great. He's got that third gun. He's like a quick draw with the third arm. Great. Oh yeah. Okay, that qualifies as that's a nerd fact. Bill Burr has a third gun.
Whatever. Go fuck yourself.
Had rubber skin. We spotted them easy. But these are new. They look human. Sweat, bad breath, everything. Very hard to spot.
Look, I am not stupid, you know. They cannot make things like that yet.
Not yet. Not for about 40 years.
How far ahead do you think technology really is from where we think it is?
Dude, look, there's literally
5 years, 10 years. 100
Zuckerberg
years?
is the version 1 Terminator, you can tell, and then this is the upgraded one on the right.
Oh, okay.
One possible future. From your point of view, I don't know tech stuff.
On the right.
Huh?
His nose is a lot bigger on the one.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a totally different model. It's a totally different upgrade.
Yeah, it's
That one
2.0.
breathes better.
You know what? Obviously, the Terminator is a movie. You know why that is? He started eating meat, and he took up jujitsu.
You're really having trouble with jujitsu right now?
Hey, you had trouble with anthropomorphize. Jujitsu is too many Jews. I have a hard time saying 2 Jews in a row. I'm worried they're going to outnumber me and vote me off.
Oh, you can't get voted off.
They're afraid they're gonna blow up your pager.
Nobody's ever afraid of Jew. Everybody's only ever afraid of
Jews, yeah. Wow, good point.
I'm not afraid of Jew. I'm afraid of them.
What do you mean, you
them.
people?
Brady, I don't want to spoil your long project. I don't know if you have it in your docket, but did you hear the breaking news that you've been waiting for?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?
Did you hear? The breaking news that you have been waiting for.
This just in.
So just prior to this signing, if you will, the button was pushed. It became official.
Google.
This proclamation.
Maps.
I don't believe it. Gulf of America Day.
Gulf of
but now
America.
it's going out as we're sitting here right now. Our team is calling all the map providers, so Google Maps, Apple Maps, all the map people. That change will take effect this afternoon.
I just watched it change. I should have changed it before I changed it.
Fantastic.
Oh, you should have changed it before
Oh
you
shit!
changed it.
I did it too early.
Did you?
It's 2 minutes. We already got it.
You've been watching this.
So when I first turned it on,
it
it said Gulf of Mexico, and then in parentheses it said Gulf of America, and then as I zoomed in, it changed. I am curious to see if anybody has a VPN, which I do, but if I turn it on now, it'll kick me off the show.
Yeah.
I'll bet you it doesn't say that outside of America.
Probably not yet.
It doesn't matter. We own the internet anyway, so.
Yeah,
I can't believe
true.
how pissed off people. I said, why shouldn't it be? He didn't make it the Gulf of the United States. That would have been the same cocky bullshit move that Mexico did, right?
Yeah, it's like the Gulf of North
It's
America.
America. It shares with Mexico. It shares with everybody who. Well, I don't know if Cuba is Cuba. No, never mind. I'm not going to ask that. Is Cuba part of Central America? There, I asked it anyway. Cuba's its own
the
thing.
whole Istanbul or Constantinople thing.
I think they just changed the name. That's not who. Like, I know all these islands are owned simply by the cruise ships. That's easy. But I think Cuba is its own. In the comments, please correct me, make me feel stupid. I like the comments this week. I put up a couple clips that they were purposely like stupid, and like I knew people would react, and boy did they. It's like fishing with fucking breadcrumbs. You know, when you throw the breadcrumbs in with the carp, and they're all like
shitty clips.
Some of our best clips are stupid.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Stupid.
Well, dump it back to this really quick, just so you can see.
So for the
going, look at it.
yeah, and for the record, the person that said our clips are stupid sent me.
And I have not spoken to him about it.
He's like, have you talked to Mexico? He goes, interestingly enough, I've never spoke to them. He goes, it was our call.
Yeah, where is Google centrally? Where is Google located?
They have never brought it up. I'm a little surprised at that, but they've never brought it up.
They're in my pocket.
I don't want to do that now. We're trying to end that war. It's a war that...
Yeah, of course. Now they're asking about other shit rather than golf.
I'm not interested in anything.
It's official. We have brought you the fucking golf tracker.
Yeah.
Brady golf tracker.
Indeed.
I just thought that was hilarious.
That's not real.
It can't be, can it?
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
It's pooping a rainbow.
That dog's gay.
The worst part is you know,
rainbow
the real video was way more disgusting. Watch, he even slips on it right here when he gets up. Watch, ready, right? He slips right. Like. Wait, he's gonna slip in his own poop right there. Right there. Yep.
Yeah, watch it. Oh, yeah. It's gonna hurt itself playing this stupid game.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it just was. It has a stomach problem or whatever. It looks. I hope it's a vet. No, it looks like a school. Wait, where is it?
Right.
It's work. Those are work lockers, not school. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
doctor.
It's got a gay rug there,
it's a vet.
So I don't know.
It's a vet. Okay, good. So there's a sick dog that just shit all over the floor, and somebody turned it into. That's how you turn lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
Please don't make me lemonade that way.
What else are we gonna change?
What's the other one? Where's Mount McKinley? Where's Mount McKinley located?
I'm supposed to know this?
Is it Washington? I don't know. I don't want to
The
Google
Pacific Northwest.
You do know?
I just said the Pacific Northwest. Am I wrong? I might be.
Well, see, I think if I zoom out, it's not going to show us.
Right.
I'm going to have to Google it.
All right, I can Google it.
I can Google it.
Oh, shoot. I've got Monty Python up. The quest for the Holy Grail may have originated from Celtic shamanic rituals.
Topic.
The quest became common theme in medieval literature, especially Lancelot Grail cycle. The quest is a combination of Arthurian legend, Christian symbolism, and ancient Celtic myth. The quest is undertaken by knights who journey through danger and temptation. The knights represent a desire for individual improvement and spiritual perfection. Only one knight is judged worthy to see the mysteries within the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is the cup that Jesus used at the Last Supper. The Holy Grail symbolizes God and the search for God. The quest for the Holy Grail has been featured in many works of popular culture, including Little Witch Academia, The Office, and Detectorists. And
Look,
Monty Python, most famously.
It still says that if I zoom out. I'm confused.
Interesting.
Really?
Call the government.
In parentheses?
Just Google's. Try DuckDuckGo maps.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo.
Apple.
That's Apple?
Apple. Try Google.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo uses Apple Maps. Confirmed.
Oh.
Confirmed. I said that.
And DuckDuckGo is just that children's game Duck Duck Goose without the oos.
No.
Right?
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
Well, that's
Close.
where they got the name.
It's a fork of that.
You're a fork of that.
Wow, man. I'll tell you what, Apple Maps sure looks more exciting than Google Maps.
Look at that.
The problem is I don't want to watch a movie. I want to find out where the fuck I'm going.
Right. Whoa, look at that.
Type it in, motherfucker.
Where? Okay, great question. Where?
Search bar, the fucking magnifying glass, like anything. You see the bar up top?
Up here? Nope, that'll search all of Apple. You're wrong.
Oh, then just click on the screen. I don't fucking
It's probably going to send me to the install the app link.
Is it loading?
No, it's just their catch thing. I'm going to scroll down. All right, and I'll do it on here. Scroll down. Still scrolling. I just want to check. I mean, I'm on Apple Maps. Do they have a web version, or do you have to search through the app?
I have no idea. I've never tried.
I haven't either.
Even though I'm on a Mac right now, I think that do they have a Maps that's?
I've
they
never.
got a Maps that is just an app.
I've never used Apple Maps except when we could do fun things that were broke that
phone,
people
that's
laughed
it.
at. Well, why don't you look on your phone and see if it says the Gulf of Mexico?
Yeah, yeah, brilliant.
And Mount Denali, which is now Mount McKinley again, is in Alaska.
So I'm wondering if they're gonna change Fort Bragg back. So Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Mexico, no matter what you do.
So why was Mount McKinley so bad that they named it after? They removed Mount McKinley. I can't even find that out.
I don't know. They think that I don't know.
Let me guess. A white man in
Look up McKinley and
1930 was sexist and racist.
Yeah,
he had slaves.
Oh, so Obama probably named it after one of the slaves. And what's the significance to Denali except a Cadillac? I'll just click on it and read the wiki.
Well, it's just Chrysler in general.
Yeah, I think. Isn't Denali a GMC?
It's named after the Koyukan people who inhabited the area around the mountain.
Chrysler.
In 1896, gold prospector named it Mount McKinley. Then, it was named after him when he was the presidential candidate. Who later then, the mountain was named, and then, I mean, if you're naming a mountain after somebody, chances are he's probably gonna do great
Later
things.
found out he said some stuff about some N-words.
According to this, the quest for the Holy Grail is a symbolic journey to find the meaning of life, the nature of God, and one's true purpose.
Yeah, I agree.
So you
it's funny because purpose is the answer. To find one's true purpose is purpose. Purpose does not have to be defined. When somebody has purpose, they feel useful, needed, and wanted, you will find happiness.
You put the penis in happiness.
I do. Happiness always starts with penis.
I like that.
Penis.
All right, comments or
AI overview.
Call?
Oh, okay.
We have a call?
Is anybody else getting sick of the AI overviews?
I saw the number that the call came from. I know. I'm aware of the call. I haven't heard the call, but I know who called.
Hi, this message is for Fladge.
I didn't check the audio. I hope it works. If not, maybe we'll find another way.
Are we going to?
Yeah, no, what? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go. I was just going back to the topic. Let's go call. I like calls.
Hey guys, it's the kid. I missed you guys, so I figured I'd call in again. I think the Gary is still on vacation or something. I don't know. I asked HR where he went, and they said not to talk about it. It's really weird. Well, anyway, I lied last week. I actually haven't fornicated with my girlfriend. I said that so you guys would think I'm cool. I'm really sorry about that. You know, God teaches forgiveness, and I went to my church and confessed to my pastor and repented over a few hundred Hail Marys and Lord's Prayers. Jesus Christ has forgiven me. So I hope you can find it in your heart also. Well,
His
anyway,
voice is changing.
what I was saying about
I
my
think he's going
girlfriend
through puberty.
and putting my penis into her vagina. Well, see, in the Bible, just like God says, not to suck a cock. God also says not to put your penis in a vagina until the priest says it's okay. So until then, we're happily waiting until marriage. I can't wait. I've got one hell of a load.
You have to wait.
You ever see that one scary movie where they're locked in that fridge? No.
No.
Well, anyway, there's quite a backlog of miracles waiting to impregnate my girlfriend's ovaries in the name of God and Jesus Christ. I plan to stick by God's word, so I can go to heaven and see my Gam and Pawpaw again. Well, I gotta get back to work. Yeah, they're yelling at me right
where
now.
do you go?
I gotta get back to work making the latest and greatest butt plugs around here at Armada Beer, or else they're gonna actually start whipping me again. That's not a lot of fun.
They do that.
I kind of know how all them niggers felt now. But no,
Whoa.
they don't do that on Armada Beer.
Yikes.
Okay, as above, so below. I'm the kid.
Oh.
That was excellent.
Welcome to Eaglebrook Church. My name is Drew, along with Madison and the rest of the team. We're going to lead you all in a few songs here today. So I want to invite all of you to stand and join us. And whether you are here in the room or
This is the Go Church.
we're so glad that you chose to be with
Go
us.
Church? Yeah, I've
Go
seen Go
Church.
Church. I drove past Go Church or something like that. I've seen a sign or a billboard or something.
It's weird, though, that they're playing the devil's instruments. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I guess not. I guess God-given gifts.
I've been to one of these modern mega churches, and I'm telling you, it's like a rock concert when you walk in. Fortress and Forest?
You could forge before four forges. Forge.
Four forges.
Fladge and forge and fladge. Of course.
Making it more difficult by making us need boom boxes. Thanks a lot. Yeah. There you go. There you go. You bleep that out.
So I think we should just let this go for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
You're gonna get out of here, and you're gonna go on.
Oh no, this
and
is
you're gonna have
conflicting
lots of little
messages to the
babies.
people of the
and
congregation.
You're gonna die an old man.
Oh man.
Warm in his bed.
Warm in his bed.
Not here.
No.
Not like this.
Oh, amen.
Do you understand me? Oh, yeah. Coming to this house was the best thing that
All right, I'm
ever
getting
happened
horny,
to
dude. I'm getting all hot and hard. What?
I know.
I am
It's cold. I can
so
see the breath. It's like here.
Never! I'll never let go! I feel weak. Buddy! Come back!
Oh. Nice.
Hey, wait. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I think that's
I'm not aware of that movie.
No, I've never seen that clip either.
There. Is that what happens?
Yeah, that was the kid.
Religious people?
Yeah. That was
I don't
awesome.
know, man.
The very first time?
Yeah.
Because they
That's
should
how
have
that
been
works.
before, right? Thou shalt not come.
Is that one of the things? I thought it was put no other gods before him. So like the minor gods, you're not allowed to even acknowledge,
Penis god?
right?
Penis god. My god's a penis.
I don't know.
Penis is god. Is that another caller, or do you?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Should I not?
I pulled it up.
No, play it.
I pulled it out.
Messages for Flash.
And the chick was giving the guy a hand job is when I pulled it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were that turned on. Whoa.
Me?
That sounded familiar.
Let me try that again. I think the sound was so loud and so abrupt that it pushed the button.
You son of a bitch. I bet you didn't think I was going to call. You didn't hear from me last week because I was at the doctor's getting a fresh shot of Ozempic. And no, I'm not trying to lose weight, even though it has made me lose.
You try to attack.
Okay, and that's not my fault. Okay? You didn't need to make fun of me because I said it. But I'm calling about David anyway. This isn't about me. It's always about David. You guys are still talking about David. You think by calling it Armada Rabia that you're beating around the bush or something, that you're some kind of clever. You did a stupid podcast, you with your little clips and stuff. You think you're clever, huh? You think you're gonna be somebody? You think you're gonna be like a Joe Rogan, huh? Yeah, Fladge Rogan. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to have Kotzu's gonna be on your podcast and Sabine Haas and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure they give a fuck about you and your non-degree hat. Oh yeah, you do have a degree. It's the University of fucking Phoenix. You piece of shit. You dumb motherfucker. You could have at least went to a different university, like University of Dearborn, like I went. That's where the real smart people go. You piece of shit. You think you're fucking smart? You think you can just keep doing your podcast? I have reported you to the FCC. They're going to take you down. They're going to take you down just like they did anybody else singing dirty nasty
I know.
things. You guys are singing the N-word and the F-word and the other
Cancel
F-word
culture is dead.
and the other F-word. It is
You
canceled
cancel culture?
I'm going to get you fucking taken down. This is
That's like being intolerant of intolerance.
Kid fired. I'm going to get that fucking cunt, whatever the fuck her name was, fired. I'm going to get that other cunt fired. The ones that wrote that poem, those fucking sleazy bitches. I'll fucking.
Oh, they laughed.
My stinky pussy juice
They
all
quit.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Rub it all in there.
Yeah, no cookies. We're out of here.
I shower regularly, but I've gotten infected.
Yeah, I started a major exodus.
It's getting better. But okay, back to David. You motherfuckers are gonna. You're gonna get it. You just trust me. You keep pushing my buttons. You see what I did already. I got a letter written right now. It's going right now. I'm gonna go finish that letter and put it in the mail, and you guys are gonna be fucking done. Good boy.
She's got some bass in her voice.
That woman is.
Yeah, she's got some.
You try to attack.
It's always lovely to hear from her, though.
I bet she sounds like that when she's riding a clock.
Yeah. No, it's always good to hear from her. I'm glad. Keep calling.
She's like our biggest fan all of a sudden.
She is. I know.
She won't let us go. She won't let us go.
Nope. I tried to move on a month ago, but no. Damn. You got to drink every time he says go.
That's it. Just one time. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it for this one.
Okay.
So this is just your cute idea to go after God. Is what your go? God is what the thing was, or was this actually go?
Go. Just go.
Oh, that's one.
Go.
Whoa.
I'm out of drink on the fourth one. I think there's about 40 more.
Okay. I had to pour more drink.
That was a long one.
Go.
Oh my God.
It just goes on and on and on. That's the joke of that song.
That's a great go. Enjoy the go, like Charmin.
Enjoy the go. That is a thing.
It is a thing.
I knew eventually the top would get around to going.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of wanted to make it Quest, but no one wants to hear the Jason and the Argonauts and the quest for the Golden Fleece. I'm sorry. I do this a lot. And I have learned that no one wants to hear about it.
About anything?
I did the Epic of Gilgamesh. I mean, it's a great story,
epic.
but man, I had to do the abbreviated like Cliff's Notes version, or there was no way I was going to get through it.
I believe it's Cliff Notes, not Cliff's Notes.
It belongs to Cliff Clavin. Cheers.
If they're his notes, yeah. Cliff Notes, yeah.
Yeah, Cliff's Notes. Yeah, no, I did, and I'm not sure if I got it right because when Gilgamesh swam back up from the ocean floor, with the plant that restores his youthfulness, a serpent actually ate that plant, and so he never actually got to consume it. But isn't that a parallel to the serpent from the Garden of Eden? I really think it is.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe not. I do have another Bible verse to look up. If you want to look up Exodus 34:14.
Well, while that happens, I'm curious as to your opinion on this.
Okay.
Let me just make.
Why did God give you cancer?
Because I'm a special boy.
But you've been through so much pain. Why did God say yes to that?
Because he chose me to do it.
And are you mad at God at all?
No.
Why?
Because I'm glad that he chose me and not one of like Maddie or Emma.
Why?
Because then they would have to go through this.
And you don't want.
But why does anybody have to go through it?
Why is God has a cancer quota?
Because I have to go through
And
this.
this kid's taking the bullet, right?
Yeah,
I wish
that's
I
cool.
was going through it. I wish I had cancer so that you wouldn't have to have it. But God said no, huh?
So
you know, it hurt Daddy and Mommy so much to see you go through everything. I have a question. Why do you still smile?
Because even though I have pain and stuff, but God still makes me happy.
Yeah.
You're gonna take that away from this child?
If there was
yeah. You know what? Yeah, gonna go ahead and try.
The cancer quota that God has to fill. The kid's just like, no, I don't want my sisters to get it. If there's a quota,
yeah.
swing it this way.
Yeah, is it possible that God doesn't have free will?
It's the problem of suffering. You're describing the problem of suffering.
No, I don't mean that there isn't light instead of dark, and there isn't. We wouldn't know if we felt good if there wasn't bad. I just mean, what if God set up? Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to use the word God.
God set up.
What if the start? What if the start, or the creation, or the event, has no choice, and it's just following some type of physical law?
Oh, predeterminism.
Pattern. It's what the probability scale is what that one dude.
And in that, like when we mix some kind of chemical with some kind of birthing, we end up with defects.
Cancer, yeah.
Anomalies. What are the X-Men called? What's that word that I can't think of at the moment? Mutated, yes. So we have mutations.
Okay.
And so they don't just go bad, they go good too, right?
Mostly bad.
No, he's talking about.
Why? I thought there's a survival of the fittest. If I disagree with you wholeheartedly. If it was mostly bad, wouldn't we cease to exist? Because it's mostly good and the bad dies off. It's actually the opposite.
No. Oh, dear Lord. Okay.
No. Yes.
So you need elementary.
When you say hold on. When you say dear Lord, what do you mean by that?
No. Spinoza's yes.
God. Yes. Okay, dear Lord, out of your mouth is like me saying, "Oh, Gary." Neither one of them know what the fuck.
Right. But that I have to explain elementary evolution to a grown-ass man is pathetic. But here we go. 99. Okay. Almost 99%.
Problems in a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Almost 99% of all the species that have ever existed are now extinct for that reason.
You don't know that.
Are you up to speed yet?
On this planet,
most mutations are.
Yes, I can beat you by 1%. 100% of the ones that are still left are still left.
Okay,
that's more than 99, so I win.
So you need.
There's 100% of the species that haven't been extinct.
By any
99% of all.
Of what we just said is that true?
But the comparison isn't fair because I'm comparing this instant to what's going to die next, and you're comparing it to what's died of all time of the beginning and start of infinity. That's not a fair assessment. That's like saying I don't have as many footsteps as everyone else in the world. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous comparison. It makes no sense. It's
yes, it is a ridiculous. Yes, and what I'm saying is your mutation, your understanding of mutation is that ridiculous. That's how ridiculous you're acting right now.
So do you think today more species stayed or became extinct today in the last 24 hours?
Remained intact.
So that tells me then the genetic makeup, the law, the Lord, whatever the fuck is guiding that favors the strong to survive more than the weak to die.
Okay.
I forgot where we were going with this, how we were arguing why God makes people sick.
Or even why we were arguing in the first place.
No, it was because why something makes people sick.
No, I was just telling you that most mutations are bad.
Because a mutation is a way we describe a negative evolution. Right? But a mutation, things can mutate for the better.
Yes.
Look at all the X-Men. I mean, they might.
Oh yeah, I know.
They might argue, but.
Some of them
Oh right, yeah. So yeah, some of them treated it like a curse.
If you had to pick
Wolverine's like, I can't die. This sucks.
Superpower? Which superpower would you pick?
Super flatulence.
And what would that do?
I'd fart a lot.
Right. But how would that change from now? And what would happen if people got affected? They would just smell the fart? How is that super?
Oh, bank robber tries to rob a bank. I fart on him. I'm a good guy.
I would pick telekinesis.
Toxic gas.
Oh yeah, that's probably because that gives you all the other things. If you
I said the same thing Jor did. I just said it in a way that the genie would say, okay.
You can.
For yours, the answer would be we can't give it.
Telekinetically make yourself fly, and then that's flight also.
Yep. Could I kinetically make myself mini and huge too?
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Manipulate matter.
And it could be used as a projectile weapon, and it could also manipulate basically all matter, which means mind. It also includes mind control.
Perfect.
It's mind control, bitches.
For you shall worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God.
Oh, there it is. His name is jealous.
But it is a capital J. I was going to say, but it's not a capital J. And
his name is jealous.
So what's
that's
wrong with
why
that?
I brought up that this is part of our Bible study for the day.
Yeah.
That's what the good book says is his name is jealous, who is a jealous God. It's ridiculous. I mean, maybe something was lost in translation here, but that is
most likely
stupid verse.
Most likely lost in translation.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff, especially you had mentioned heavens versus heaven. I actually listened to some of the monologue. That's a total mistranslation from my studies.
Yeah. How so?
It's not heaven. It's not heaven. I don't remember the exact word. It's
right. Yeah, it would make more sense, heavens, but heaven's fine. I mean, I don't actually have a problem with it.
But I don't even think it was heavens, though. That's where all the aliens arguments come from. I think it was the skies. I don't think it was the heavens.
Right. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it because it is a translation from a different language. It's not really a problem.
And we will often connect it to our complex language now. I think
I don't have
language was a lot
with
simpler for the people in the desert, don't you think?
Yes, it was a simpler time. It was a simpler people, but I don't even have a problem with the wolf shall lay down with the lamb. If everyone thinks it's the lion shall lay down with the lamb, it doesn't change the concept.
That's another translation. Wolf or lion is probably predator, and they just changed it to whatever. If you're translating the Bible in a place in the world where there's no wolves,
right, yeah, it's a regional thing. But
wolf, what is it? Did you say lies or lays?
I can tell you the verse. It's that one is Isaiah 11:6.
Yeah, 11:6. Yeah, I got it. I got it from the Bible Hub already.
Okay.
So you're saying that people? You said it was Mandela, but
it has a lion will dwell with the lamb.
I have to click the arrow to listen. The wolf will live with the lamb. The leopard will lie down with the goat, the calf, and the lion, and the yearling together, and the little child will lead them.
Yeah. See, just like that.
Yeah, right. So for my
ridiculous.
Studies, no, it's not, because each one of those things has nothing to do with an animal. It's an actual tribe of people or a group of people. They all represent the different. I don't remember. That's where I lose it. I mean, keep in mind, I took.
But isn't that like a concept of heaven, though? It's like utopia.
No, it's all. What is this? Is this Isaiah? Is this the New Testament? New Testament.
Old Testament.
Old Testament. All right. So most of the stuff in the Old Testament is the group wandering around in the desert. I don't want to use any names, but anyways, they were just wandering around in the desert, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the stories and stuff is related to that. So I'm pretty sure that he was trying to teach them a lesson that the wolf is one nation. I forgot what it was, but you can Google that. And these other nations, each one of these represents their identity or whatever they were doing.
Oh.
And basically, he's telling them, no matter what you are, whether you're the stupid little bird or the giant fucking whatever, the little child, the new covenant or Jesus will lead them all all the bickering and all the nations that have been fighting in this area forever, it will all change when the Lord, when Jesus is born, is what that meant. It's not literal at all.
Amen.
Where's my mocking button? Nope, that's not it. I almost got the disc golf DVDs today.
Dang it.
But I spent 3 hours. I was supposed to go meet with Bob. I spent 3 hours dicking around with. I made a whole Rumble studio. We got that all set up. And then at the last minute, I thought I'd try one more time. And the same fucking errors came, which I sent you the picture.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it actually created a link for Twitch. So then I did it again, and it actually created a link for Rumble. And then I created the
one at a
YouTube
time
one manually, and it was all set.
One by one.
Hopefully we're going out. Did anybody even check? I'm sure everyone thumbs up. And I had to reset, so anything you thumbs up before 10 o'clock is gone. Any comments are gone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give her another thumbs up.
I think, can we do comments on YouTube? Because since most of the comments are on YouTube, I think we should.
Yeah, we should. I love comments. Have I ever mentioned that's one of my favorite segments?
Half the comments were just laughing. Some of them were laughing at us. I think all of them are laughing at us.
Oh, yeah.
So what the fuck? Where's the...
I like that.
Where's the clip? Where's the clip?
So I'm just going to roll down them right here. Does it matter what video when they're just laughing?
No.
No, all you know is apparently people find it funny, either us laughable or what we're talking about laughable.
Either way, we're amusing.
Either way,
yeah.
I accept.
Yeah, we make no promises.
No.
DJ, you really love that girl.
I didn't even promise to be funny.
You really love that girl. Shouldn't matter.
Laugh my ass off.
I mean,
I remember that.
His arms are pretty big. Maybe it does matter. Okay.
This is funny. That is a funny clip.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Dude, you know what? I understand how to not get banned from YouTube. It's to dare them to fucking ban you. Like in the actual clip, you have to say, "Listen, nigga."
Yeah.
The clip that we're saying says that, and it had 10,000 views. I dare you to ban us.
Right.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
No way.
Ludicrality said, "What the fuck" to the poor Joe clip.
10 years of experience.
Although he does look like.
So this guy didn't even fire him. A fat fuck named Joe fired him. He just said what? He just said, "What the fuck?" Thanks for the comment, ludicrality. That's actually what it says. Nice name. And finally, we have Google TCAS. Okay, so this is the one where, all right, first of all, full disclosure, I'm very aware of avoidance systems in airplanes. My point was basically, instead of saying, "Hi, everyone, how come the plane's avoidance system didn't work?" Instead, I asked, like, duh, don't planes have avoidance systems? If my Toyota can stop me from getting in a head-on collision, why don't planes have that? So, in all fun and games with the internet, people took me retardedly serious, asked me to Google TCAS, which I assume stands for avoidance system, something collision avoidance. What's the T? I don't know. Travel collision avoid. What trajectory collision? Anyways, and Rich 8551 face palmed. Actually, he's never face palmed harder in his life.
Right.
Oh, nice. And Drawer 6815 said, "Why? Please explain." Yes, please explain.
I know 6815.
I normally don't would respond much to people because I just take it as a joke and not serious. But I just kind of am curious because you're not. Are you what are you face palming over? I don't know. Is it us or is it the
me? Yeah, it's me being retarded, not knowing that.
Right.
Not knowing that planes have.
Himself so hard he gave himself a concussion here. Like this is a medical emergency.
Yeah, don't hit yourself.
And I understand it couldn't be last minute and they can't stop in midair. I'm not retarded. See, I even said I'm not retarded.
Bugs Bunny, air brakes.
Is it because you
couldn't they have some type of detection system that automatically communicates with one another? And anyways, yeah, I mean, So that's how we have to do. If we people have to jump in and be like,
stupid.
"Hey, you're stupid," and then we'll get comments. That's the key.
Yeah.
I hate to say that I figured it out, but make people angry, make people think they're smart.
I don't know the exact timestamp, but about 3 minutes ago, we had a moment like that.
The love
I'll
of my
give
life
it 1
passed
hour,
on 6 months
48
ago, 2 weeks before our wedding. I feel like a walking zombie who can't remember how to smile. My darling died. Oh, yeah. We can just get to the end of it. Just get to the in front of me from a hardcore. He was staring directly into my eyes. He was only 39. I'm 36. We were planning our future together. I'm so lonely without him. Now I feel as if God has taken his life and mine. I want to join my darling because we promised each other we'd always be together. He promised he would never leave me, and since he was looking right into my eyes, I can feel his soul inside me. I feel nothing but missing him and his love. Our hugs, kisses, touches. I've talked to my pastor. That was no help. It made me hurt even more. My love and I were together almost 5 years. Signed, lost without his love in St. Paul.
Wait for it.
Okay, lost without his love in St. Paul. All of that's malarkey. Move on.
And then Brady's comment too.
Wasn't his soul inside you?
The love of my life.
Nice. So yeah, Bum Rush. Oops, I should have just paused. Bum Rush says, "What the fuck? Talk about unsympathetic. How so?"
Please explain. Yeah, we'll just ask everyone to please explain. I just want to know a further explanation.
Yeah.
Interesting. Please explain further.
I don't know the Romeo and Juliet story, but they're 3 times as old as Romeo and Juliet were. It just doesn't have the same kind of feel.
TikTok.
Any more comments or on YouTube?
Oh yeah,
I know
yeah.
there's some
3 days,
the talk.
4
There's a few
days,
on the talk.
5 days. Oh darn! They all scanned off because somebody decided to like a bunch of comments. Wait, I can get rid of lights and go right to. No, I can just change it to comments.
I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that.
It helps. I appreciate it.
I'll wait till either before the show or after the show.
No, there's a likes and comments button. I fixed it. Okay. I don't know what up and checked means, but
user error.
This doesn't look like us.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, this is a fun one. So because we were talking about the Fort Gay getting banned.
Then he just straight up went to the mayor of Fort Gay. But even when Mayor David Thompson reached out to Microsoft himself,
It's
he simply told
David.
him that the word gay was
Dave
inappropriate
is the
in
mayor
any
of Fort Gay. Whoa, that was unnecessary.
And his
All
team
right.
lost.
So here's another way to get clicks. So we mentioned the word ban or something, and it triggered all these comments.
Right.
Text Cyber Expert 7 to get unbanned. The support team can help you get unbanned. Send a message to them. Perfect English from
Thanks. Help.
Cyber Networking. No, I think the Fort Gay ban has been resolved, but you gotta love these bots. I think the entire internet is like one bot system just answering itself. Just
yeah.
And that's the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, the universe is like a feedback loop.
How exactly is that possible? As you might remember, a little over a year ago, I did a few monologues on the fact that a major aviation disaster was imminent in this country. We talked about it several times over the course of a couple of months, you probably remember. And it got to the point where it felt redundant after a while because every week there'd be a new series of near misses. And every week the conclusion on this show would be the same, that something terrible is going to happen.
To what he said.
Him at 1.5 speeds pretty quick, like
you can't come that
auctioneer
close
fast.
that many times without something bad happening.
I feel
He
like
says,
bidding.
so, holding up my groin says, so a broken clock is right twice a day too. So
that's it.
So I
you can't end a sentence in so.
I think.
Well, he even put the period there, so he didn't end it. He put the period before so. You can't. Can you see that?
No.
Finish a sentence. He must have accidentally hit enter and it posted the comment.
It's one of these.
So
So I
doesn't
think-
end anything.
I think what
end of
holding up my
so-
groin meant was fuck was I just gonna say? Oh, like cry. I think he means the boy that cries wolf, more or less. If you sit there and say every day that a plane, it's going to happen, eventually you're going to be right.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
I listened to Matt Walsh decently enough, and he, for a while, has been talking about the DEI situation, and there's been a lot of near misses. He's been kind of keeping track of that in the news, and there's...
Trust me, viewers, when George says he knows him.
Yeah,
he probably watched him today.
I'm just saying I know what he's been talking about, and he's been saying this for...
Oh, this is one of our first...
reporting on these for quite a while.
Yes, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's saying that, if you just keep reporting, but like, for the record, the commenter is an idiot because the messenger has nothing to do with the acts that he's reporting on. Right? Adam Walsh wasn't just randomly saying, hey, planes might crash today. He was reporting on near misses. So that was actually happening. And near miss to me, even though I would say that is a success.
A lot of them...
Yeah. Near miss is no miss.
Yeah, there's a more efficient way to say near miss.
A lot of them had to do with DEI hires, is what the...
And it is? How would you say that?
How would you more efficiently say near miss?
Repeat
after me.
Miss?
Almost didn't make it.
Miss would do, or...
Yeah, go? I don't know.
No,
usually when somebody says, I get it. Repeat after me, and we all did. We said nothing, and you said nothing. That was
nothing.
Clever.
Nothing.
Look, this is our first
nothing.
cross-platform comments. We have comments about this here. Can stop me from getting in a head-on
my
Toyota. All right, so we don't need to play that whole clip again.
No, we don't.
Why not?
But it's the same clip, different comments. Roll the clip, Brady.
GKB says they do. It was shut off. Thank you. That's very informative. That's kind of what I was asking. Why was it shut off? It's just Bologna says because it would see a bird and try to dodge it. Okay.
Oh.
Does anybody want to take that? Because I have a rebuttal to that.
Then why don't you
take it? I think a bird would be too small, but I also don't know why a bird could potentially take a plane down. Why don't they put like a nice mesh?
Well, we'll have it like a big bird, like a pterodactyl or a California condor.
Planes don't give a fuck about birds. The detection system certainly... Does your car swerve when there's a mosquito or even a deer? No, I don't think it does.
My car...
when I make it.
Car.
Yeah, no kidding. I swerve.
And birds do... The Sully land on the Hudson River.
Straight up hallucination.
That was a bird strike. Bird strikes happen all the time. That's why planes have 2, 3, and 4 engines.
Oh, right. Yeah. A goose goes into the engine. You're going to blow that engine.
A goose? Really? You went with a goose?
A goose, yeah.
I would have went with
Canada
a chicken.
gooses.
Damn
Not
it,
Canadian geese. Canada gooses. Look it up.
Okay, so we're in the middle of comments. All right, is there one more? I think there's 2 more.
There's way more than 2 more.
There's way
more. No, we zipped through because the bird would strike. This is my favorite. Okay. This is the last one. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, we saved the best for last.
Damn, but Jor took it.
The love of my life passed on 6 months ago.
He did exactly what I was thinking.
I feel like a walking zombie who can't remember how to smile. My darling died in front of me from a heart attack. He was staring directly into my...
Hey, it's another cross-commented 2 clips. So these are 2 successful clips because both platforms commented.
Nice.
This comment, MH is my star, zings us. Like you could not believe. Simply replies... 65 followers. And let's check. 66 followers, motherfucker.
Ah, in your face.
Wrong. Yeah, so, bitch. 1, we don't do it for the followers, for the follows. But damn, we have 66 followers. I'm proud of that.
Heck yeah.
3,696 likes. Does that mean that I don't click likes? Is that your likes? No, you don't do. You're not Fladge. So these are people. There's been 3,696 likes. So at least 3,100 of those are probably not drawers. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
how many episodes do we have? Minus how
many?
The love of my life passed
on
6 months ago.
90. Again, we don't do it for the followers. So 1 follower is more than I expect. Great. I appreciate you following. That means that you actually clicked on a button. Wow, that takes so much effort. On the other hand, it shows that you like the show, so we're very grateful, or at least I'm grateful and appreciative. I assume you guys are too.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Then now let's turn this just a tiny bit different in the other direction.
Okay.
MH is my star. You motherfucking shallow, petty prick, bringing up followers. Looks like Drawer already clicked on, but I'm going to click on you too. You have 33 followers, which I don't care. I'm not judging you for that, but when I was like in what, 8 years old maybe, my parents taught me that people that live in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks.
They said stones when they were my parents.
I tried to modify it, made it more like this century. When's the last time? Do you throw stones?
I know. I say couch, and like the generation before me said sofa. And do you know what the generation before that said? Davenport.
Yes. Ottoman.
No,
oh, wait, no, that's what you prefer. Settee. We had a.
Look up settee. It's a different thing altogether.
Is it? It's a 2-seater couch.
Well, really quick, hit back because I want to go to the
love of my life passed down 6 months ago.
The comments on that one right there, yeah. So I will want to mention the 65 followers. He's got one heart. Somebody hearted it.
Yeah.
I hearted that comment as well. Yeah.
I hearted it too.
Yep. Because I do like it. I think it's funny, but
I don't know how to do that. You guys have to show me how to work stuff.
33 followers.
Yeah, you'll see this little fake finger thing. You just go ahead and touch that heart there. Boop.
Okay. I've accidentally hearted stuff.
Ooh, I think that's different. Hard on is not.
Right.
It's a different thing? Okay.
No, he's not. He said 65. He's not even right.
I know. We have 60-something followers. I don't know what you want us to do. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So when we get 100,
what are we supposed to do?
Getting better. I don't know.
They lowered their standards. When we get 100 followers, everything breaks open. We can do all kinds of shit.
Oh, what does Ryan say?
If God created the sun and moon on the fourth day, how TF do they know 4 days had passed? Okay, so from my way I was raised, there is an actual computational number. This is not me talking, this is my religion that raised me. Yeah. And it's something to the equivalent of one of our days is 1,000 years in God's terms.
Right.
Several times.
But I mean, again, I could ask the same question that Ryan asked. How the fuck did they come up with that?
Because it parallels what happens with the speed of light.
Oh. See, that's what I think. They probably taught me the 8th grade. Everything started. They added like, they're going to be going off to high school. We better give them some science and math. And they was like, wow, 8th grade. They just pounded that shit in me. And I do.
No, because not a lot of people. I haven't heard that a lot, and I hear that more and more. But it's the idea that being traveling at light speed. Time is different. They perceive time differently. It affects them differently. So that's
and there definitely is proof to that because, like, even if you're orbiting our planet a little bit away from the surface, it's you have a different, right? Your time is moving slower, faster. Moving different, right?
Yes, relativity.
Yes.
How can I help?
Correct.
Should I put the last on?
You said there were more comments. Where?
He's a liar.
I've got more comments.
Great. Let's hear them.
I think you guys are very handsome.
Whoa.
The comment section. All right. I've got staying with the God thing. I've got something very decently brief here.
I love the God thing. If we could just stay on the God thing.
Does it have a Christian rock band?
Almost.
Striper?
Very close. It's very close.
Oh, that's Christian metal. Yeah.
Let me know
that's compatibilism in its greatest form.
Let me know when you want me to pause this so you can comment.
Pause.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Pause. You can't hear it.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe in Jesus. I believe in him. And there's a lot
Don't believe in a haircut, though. How about a pair of scissors?
He gives you the right to do that.
Hold on.
But I just want you to know that faith.
Yeah, there's so many comments.
What's the deal with that haircut? Oh my God!
That's what I said. I'm like, dude, maybe Jesus should give you some scissors.
Wait, that's okay.
Is
go
that
on.
a piece? Is that a piece?
He's on the spectrum.
So I don't know what you want. He's got like the Rock going on. It's like the Rock back in the day. The chops.
Yeah, those stupid sideburns.
Why did Otto?
I want to hear him.
Mute.
I want to hear what he has to say.
Because it has to, because of workplaces.
What the fuck is this?
Why is he not saying anything?
And there's a lot of people that don't, and he gives you the right to do that. But I just want you to know that faith does have purpose and value, and it can be used intellectually. And people say, yes, what's the difference? You know, the Bible's just another book. No, first off, that's wrong. The Bible's not a book. The Bible's 66 books. 40 different people wrote it. Over 1,500 years. There's never been a book like that in history. Ever. Does that make it the Word of God? No. It just means it's worth considering, because there's never been a book like this. Gives you some reason to consider it over the others. Well, how about history? For hundreds of years, archaeology has used the Old Testament and New to find buildings, to find people, to find civilizations, to find kings that didn't exist or they didn't think they did. And suddenly the Bible said they're there, and they dug it up, and there it was. Does that make it the Word of God? No. It means it's historically accurate. Real people really existed and really wrote down what they saw. It's worth considering. And then they said, we're going to have God show up, and lots of people said that. Lots of religions say it. Don't worry, we'll prove it as a rational God would do. I will do prophecies. I will show that I'm not trapped in linear time, that I can see beyond where you are. I will give prophecies to tell you what the guy, when I show up, when God appears on earth to reveal himself, I'll show you what he's going to look like. Over 300 prophecies. And then a man showed up one day named Jesus. And he said, I'm that guy.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
That's impossible. People could say, well, yes, they just wrote it afterwards and filled it all in. But we know that the first Greek translation of the Old Testament was done 250 years before Jesus was born. So how could they possibly know that he'd be born in Bethlehem? How could they possibly know he was going to be crucified when crucifixions didn't even exist as a capital punishment yet? How could they know that he'd be betrayed for 30 pieces of silver 250 years before there was a Jesus? Does it make it the Word of God? No, but it's starting to get close. And then Jesus said he would fulfill these things and did miraculous things to prove I'm not just a guy talking like everybody else. Look what I've done. And some people believed and some didn't. That's how humans are. And then he said this, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to die. And I'm going to come back to life. Nobody's ever done that.
I don't know if that's what
and he died. Said, and all those who were with him, 3 years, ran in fear, as would all of us. And they ran away and they said, I guess we were wrong. And then something happened.
What's with that set? I'm going to pause for that. What's with that set? He's got like a trash can, a couple trash bags and a broom.
He was in the middle of cleaning up.
Guys,
he said, "Oh,
come back."
What people just showed
and then
up."
something happened.
He's playing the pauper.
Something happened that made all of these guys come back.
Can't have anything
and be
glamorous.
To be
People don't trust him
for this belief system, except for one. Of course, John was sent off, but everybody died a martyr's death. What was it for? Because they thought they were going to get rich. There was no riches here. There was no riches. The Roman government hated them. They wanted them destroyed. They'd use them as people that could be eaten alive by animals for sport and entertainment. You were kicked out of your culture. The Jews weren't going to take you in, so there was no value there. There was nothing good here. There was nothing here to gain. And they all still died for what? Because they found a new religion? No, for one reason. They said this. I saw him die, and I saw him come back.
Never heard of that guy before, but what do you think?
That's the story. That's a good telling of that story. The greatest story ever told. Isn't that what they call it?
Rebut.
People don't die a martyr's death for something they don't believe in. That's true. He's right. What do you want me to rebut that? That's absolutely true. Why would you die for something that's malarkey?
For me, gracious God.
You absolutely would not. That's true. What he's saying is absolutely right.
Okay, so you're on the God train now.
Oh, I do. No. What? The Bible study? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I want to lead a Bible study.
If you don't want to talk the way this Bible talks, you should keep your mouth shut.
I don't think you're being clear, though. You want to lead a way.
No. There's a big difference between what Jesus teaches in the Bible and what Paul teaches in the Bible. Jesus said, treat your neighbors as you would treat yourself. And Paul said, treat others as Jesus would. And they had different teachings, but what modern Christianity follows is what Paul teaches, not what Jesus was preaching. Jorah was the one that convinced me that Jesus was an actual historical person.
I did it.
Paul was an author of many New Testament books, and by his own account, he's not teaching Christianity the way Christ himself taught Christianity. It's incompatible. But the point that people don't get martyred for things that they don't believe in is absolutely true. I'm saying people believe that. Yeah. Of course people believe that. Lots of people believe that now. Lots and lots. Doesn't make them right.
Number 6!
Let's be real. Everyone's gonna be a hot mess after the big game.
Nice
Been there.
Botox, bitch.
Done that. And I've got just what you need to cure that post-party bug. The Carl's Jr. Hangover Burger. Egg, double bacon. Yeah, you need that double bacon. Charbroiled beef, hash browns, cheese, and sauce. Just the way I like
Look
it.
at that.
Look at that.
Maybe those tits are real because
And guess what? It's free the day after the big game. You just have to download the Carl's Jr. app and sign up for my rewards.
What? I want to
So
do
get your
that.
free Hangover Burger on Monday, February 10th. He'll definitely need one.
That was today?
I want.
Too late.
13
Why
minutes
did you tell
ago,
us
yep.
13 fucking, you
I
son of a-
made sure I played it after midnight. It was delicious.
Is that what you have? You should have been eating one.
Oh, yeah.
Pull one out and
No,
just
but
start
the real message is that there hasn't been commercials like this since like 2016 for some reason.
Goddamn Trump.
Oh, okay.
The men are back in charge now all of a sudden. Not the
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see it in Congress? They introduced the transgender Congress person as the gentleman from so and so for his first speech, and he just said thank you, Mr. Speaker, and spoke, and then flashes to another one, and there was a woman that said tranny, the one that always gets called out from AOC, the one. She said tranny, and then they said, that's a very we're probably gonna get banned on YouTube.
Do you
for
know
saying
what we're
it.
here for?
And so she literally turned into a 5-year-old child and starts going, tranny, tranny, tranny.
Oh!
Like that. She's like, those times are over. Shut the fuck up and move on.
Order. We're going to get banned from Senate.
I got a little offended. And I'm not, it's hard for me to get
girl,
offended. But
baby girl.
like saying it in
now we're going to
refer-
be shown in Senate.
saying it to it in reference is fine, but literally like stomping your feet and going, near, it was like, I was embarrassed to be an American for a moment. I hate to say it.
But what if I say drawer's a tranny? Tranny.
You got to change your tranny fluid. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Oh,
look at me.
Come on.
Woman. Look at these gorgeous cheekbones I had installed.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Guys, it's really cold out here. Should I go inside?
You don't have to.
No.
I'd kind of like to.
Do whatever the.
No.
You're an adult.
No.
No, I'm just freezing to death. This isn't much heat.
Why not? Why
I don't know. It says 32. Why does it say 32?
Because it's a scam.
The jacket's on.
Scam.
Jack it off then.
Jack it up.
And
let's talk about something warmer. Maybe it'll warm me up. Come on. Here, I'll drink.
Going back to God. Going back to God.
Okay. Yeah, please.
And that's why I played this. Where'd it go?
You always go back to God.
Hold on. Yeah. Sorry.
I love the Africa.
What is your favorite argument for God's existence and why?
So my favorite argument for God's existence is that I believe in free will. Okay, the reason that I think this is an argument for God's existence is because if you believe that human beings are essentially just balls of meat wandering around aimlessly in the universe, the kind of Spinoza's stone that thinks that it was
Why did he go with that shape?
moving of its own accord, but actually was thrown. If you believe that and you don't believe in free will, then there's an internal coherence and logic to it. If you believe that you have the ability to make independent choices, that you can actually supersede your own biological drives and the environment around you to any extent, even to the smallest extent, this means that you believe in something that can't actually be proved by science, but that you are living every single day. And the notion that you have that will, and not only that you have that will, but that will is capable of comprehending the universe around you, that your will is your ideas, your ability to comprehend the universe is a reflection of a reality, of an objective truth that is out there. That says to me that there is a God, there's a common source that stands behind that objective truth and stands behind the mind that can comprehend that truth.
What is your favorite argument for God?
Everything he said I agreed with, and then he even tried to correct it and not label it God. He said the common, what did he call it? The common sense, the common argument, the common something? The common source? I think he said the common source.
What is your favorite argument for God's existence?
Should be proved by science, but that you are living every single day. And the notion that you have that will, and not only that you have that will, but that will is capable of comprehending the universe around you, that your will is your ideas, your ability to comprehend the universe is a reflection of a reality, of an objective truth that is out there. That says to me that there is a God, there's a common source that stands behind that objective truth and stands behind the mind that can comprehend that truth.
Your concept of reality is a model created inside your brain that can be explained through evolution. I say the best argument for God is the fine-tuning argument, but that's garbage too, but not gobbledygook like he just spoke. The fine-tuning argument says, the razor's edge upon which the cosmological, the constants are set are
so precise that
any adjustment either way to like 6 or 7 decimal places would make life impossible. Brady.
So that's based on our life, the humanoid or whatever, and I'm pretty sure that if you moved that edge either way, life, or whatever you want to call it, would probably adapt if it was meant to be.
Absolutely, or meant to be. I don't even like that phrase, but
I don't know what else to say.
I don't need a multiverse to explain my way out of the fine-tuning argument either. I'm just I use the puddle or the glass of water, but basically that we are here tells us that the universe is compatible with life. That's it. That's like we wouldn't be here if it wasn't so. That's it. That really is it.
What if, in the same way that you don't believe in God, that the universe really doesn't exist? We're just making it up past the expansion that we can observe.
That is a great argument because if you how E equals MC squared, the energy equals matter. If you subtract the matter from the energy, it's a null. They cancel each other out. The universe doesn't exist.
Yep. And did I mention for the observation problem that we were talking about, how it relates to CGI creation? When you make a video game, you only program what you can observe to make it more efficient.
Yes.
So it's easy for me to assume. It's easy to me to assume that at an atomic level, our simulation, our world, our creation, our nature, whatever you want to call it, does the same thing. Why would it bother with matter that doesn't need to be there? I don't mean like a tree falling in the woods.
Yeah, no, like but that definitely fits into the category. I agree wholeheartedly. Unnecessary information.
Half-heartedly. I agree half-heartedly.
No, I love thinking about that kind of stuff. It's really cool.
I can't
We got more go?
back in this place.
Why?
Hello.
Nobody remembers that.
This was the #1 Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, it was.
It's not doing it.
No good?
Nothing.
You're too young to know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's way too much mayonnaise.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So good. Oh, it's just.
Oh.
Oh.
This one's
That's
real.
Yes.
Lunch and a show, huh? How about that?
That is a sandwich. I'll have what she's having.
That last actress was some famous YouTuber person.
I'll have what she's having.
Explain.
I'm not sure if it's You Got Mail or Sleepless in Seattle. Is that the same movie? I don't even know, but it's from an old movie. They did that. They recreated it. She ate some food and went all, oh, and like had an orgasm, and then somebody else in the restaurant said, I'll have what she's having.
Well,
It's been a copy joke for a long time.
It definitely reminded me of something I've seen on TV.
In my opinion, the game, the Super Bowl game, the Super Bowl halftime show, and the commercials were all the lamest of my lifetime.
What? Oh,
Sorry, I mean, I'm not saying that the halftime show. I was very specific for me in my lifetime because I didn't relate. I never heard any of those songs. I didn't know.
You can't keep raising the bar. Eventually, you have to bring in Kendrick Lamar to drop it back down so that
that's
humans
smart.
come on in
Prince.
and raise it up some more.
Prince ruined it. That was the pinnacle.
For 12 years,
Best
he's
halftime
been
show
living
ever.
in
He
a
played Purple
permanent
Rain
state
in
of
the
sexual
pouring rain.
arousal.
I lost count, honestly, of how
That's
many times
things like
a
that
day I have orgasms.
lead me to believe there is a
I
God.
have 50 orgasms, and well into the day, it would be well over 100 by that evening.
What's this girl's address?
50 orgasms a day might sound like pure pleasure, but it's making Amanda's life a living hell.
Persistent genital arousal disorder.
Really? Oh, that's
Is that
cool.
what Mitch was doing when she was eating that sandwich?
When they're intensifying like they are right this second, this moment, my whole abdominal wall is like flexing. I never really make any noises, only because I kind of suppress them. Then, of course, my legs won't stop
Don't
shaking.
suppress them.
Amanda's
go. Let it
condition
go, honey.
is
Let
known
it go.
as persistent genital arousal disorder, or PGAD.
Well, that's
The way
awesome.
I can't explain PGAD
She's
to
whistling.
other people is just imagining.
That's how you know
your
she's not
body,
faking it.
particularly your genital area.
I've never
being
brought
in
a
constant
woman
state
to
of
whistling, I'll be
arousal
honest.
On top of constant pain. Yeah.
I felt like
Not
I
to
felt that way
mention
when
the
I was,
sleepless
like,
nights.
13, 14, 15.
I'm kind of what you
I feel
consider
your pain, lady.
insomniac. I'm usually up
Yeah.
to the hours of 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God.
She has supportive friends, but she can never completely
She also has
relax.
supportive undergarments because you can't imagine that's got to be pretty messy all the
The
time.
slightest vibrations from a cell phone or a car ride can
Sorry,
trigger
we're gonna
her
get comments that that's
condition.
insensitive.
This is great.
Right now, while we're in the car, I can feel it onsetting my tics.
Amanda's
Her tits?
orgasms can
What-
strike
what the
at any time, in any place.
You know what's crazy? Just in the
So,
few minutes
can you
we've
pause
been
it for
at
a
the park,
second?
I've seen your ticks go off about 2 times already.
Her tits are
Think
going
of
on?
like a bearable,
How
constant
old is she before I change my
that
thought
never
pattern?
goes away. It's like a possession, you know? Like I'm like literally possessed by this
Does
thing.
she have to be? Because I'm confused. My thought pattern is whoa, my face melted. It's AI. We don't. Oh no, it's TLC. It must be real. No. Why does it look like Ringo Starr from fucking the Beatles?
Facial tumor and has the worst recorded case of neurofibromatosis.
See now, I don't know why I can make fun of a woman having orgasms, but I can't make fun of the Elephant Man, dude. I can't do it.
The rare genetic condition causes excessive cell growth and tumors that have melted his face and earned him the nickname China's Elephant Man.
Hey, that's a good name. That's exactly what I said. He looks more like the Elephant Man than the Elephant Man did.
Yeah.
Huang's parents were poor farmers, and he was born into poverty. When he was 4 years old,
Wait a
his
second.
mother noticed small tumors appearing behind Huang's ears. Unable to afford medical help, Huang's tumors were left to grow.
Kind of look like that.
Oh,
Looks
HR
like
Puffin
HR
stuff.
Puffin stuff.
Oops, sorry.
Classmates
No, I
at
just
school
wanted to compare his face to that. It's not as droopy, but Do you know who should get together? You do. You know who I'm going to say.
I thought you were killing it because of its existence, because it's almost over anyway. I quit school.
By age 31, Huang's facial
That's not what he said. He said,
I don't understand what he's saying, but I also don't understand Mandarin. I don't even like Mandarin
yeah.
oranges.
Wait, you're right. You're right. Why the fuck was the translator going?
Right. Yeah,
the English translation should not have had the skin flap over his face.
No, well, he wouldn't be martyred for something he doesn't believe in, so he has to translate it properly.
Jesus, Gary.
I was talking about Jesus.
So was I.
Okay, good.
I mean, so was I, and I sound like the kid.
Yeah. Oh.
I love the Africa. So at first, this is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
And then
At first, was it one of those
Tyson.
America's Got Talent morph? He's going to morph into
Yeah, it changes into
Yamaka.
Taylor Swift.
I don't like that woman.
Yeah, I don't like her either. But all she does is ask a question for 2 seconds.
That's enough. It's going to be such a fucking stupid question.
Yeah.
No, it's just a regular generic question.
What's her name? Amy Campbell?
Somebody else wrote it for her. Who cares? Chelsea something.
Chelsea Handler. Fuck
Go
yeah.
handle my...
I'm so proud to be barren and alone. I'm so happy. You fucking mothers are pieces of shit.
Dudes are not attractive.
What?
Apparently she fucked 50
Are you
Cent,
being
so
fair to her?
He lowered his standards.
Nice.
And yeah.
And I abandon the chair every 15 minutes roughly anyway.
Yeah.
I respect 50 Cent. I went down a 50 Cent rabbit hole this week. It was fun. You gonna push play or you gonna wait for Gary?
Well, you mentioned the 50 Cent thing. I just don't know why he's so invested in Diddy. I get one thing about going after pedophiles, but I don't know why.
It wasn't. It was somebody did a huge story on him, and they just mentioned how he
about how his son doesn't.
He
talk
said
to him
something
anymore.
at 2 different
How he calls his
interviews.
son a
He was
piece of
joking.
shit.
Everyone was laughing, but in hindsight, he was saying exactly what everyone needed to hear about the gay and the
feel like
little
he's a
kid,
bit,
and then how he asked him to go
Gay
shopping.
little kid.
Yeah.
There's gay little kids. When?
Yeah, 50 Cent said there was a bunch of photos that were really weird. There was no explanation for, and it was just kind of dismissed. And then he said he asked him to take him shopping, not to go shopping. He asked him to take him shopping. Diddy asked 50 Cent to go. Look, I'll take you shopping. He's like, "What the fuck did you say?"
Right. Well, okay. Let's hear Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let's hear some annoying hag, and then we'll hear Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then we'll hear Ben Shapiro's comment on Neil deGrasse Tyson. But I'm going to pause after Neil.
Okay.
It seems like
You're gonna
the
kneel?
left.
The fuck was that?
Do you believe in God?
Description of God that I've heard holds God to be all-powerful, very typical, and all good. And then I look around
Not all
and I
powerful,
see a
all knowing.
tsunami that killed a quarter million people in Indonesia, an earthquake that killed
Almighty,
a quarter million
actually.
people in Haiti, and I see earthquakes and tornadoes and disease, childhood leukemia, and I see all of this and I say, I do not see evidence of both of those being true simultaneously. If there is a God, the God is either not all-powerful or not all good.
There's so many wrong.
Yeah, but are you gonna? I'm so bent up. Like, for your point of view, your definition. What if your definition of good and bad is wrong, or even doesn't even matter? What if God's higher thing? What if every one of your virtues on earth is so insignificant that we have it all wrong? We're just trying to interpret.
That little kid that got cancer that we saw earlier. What if God gave that little kid cancer because that kid actually grows up to be the next Hitler? And that's actually a good thing.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. It could be anything as fantastical or as simple, but just something that you are so wrong about.
Greater good.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson is one of those Gary-style people that their intelligence is actually what's blocking them from open-mindedness, which is fine. I'm fine with that. If somebody's like making my building or programming my code, that's exactly the mentality that I want. But my philosophers, my dreamers, I don't want them trapped in that world. Sorry, that's just how I feel. That's a personal point.
That's all right.
Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay, let's hear.
He doesn't. He didn't even hear.
I
it.
agree that I don't want anybody with a different mentality doing anything important.
Well,
yeah.
I love the Africa!
I steered into the mountain
It seems
because
like
God
the
told
left-
me to. That'd be one
Do
example.
you believe in
It's stupid.
It seems
I'm
like
just saying,
the left.
if your pilot has
Do you believe in God?
any possibility of doing that, I don't want that pilot.
Ben Shapiro looks like this. Look at the way
They're
Ben
not all
Shapiro.
powerful or not all good.
There's so many wrong
Dude, he
things.
says
The
all
best proof that
powerful.
God does not exist is his tie, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe God's definition of what's good is not
Omnipotent.
your definition of what's good. Neil deGrasse Tyson, because you
Omnipotent
are not
means
God.
all-knowing, not all-powerful.
Possibility number 2.
Containing all knowledge,
His
knowing
control
everything.
in the universe in certain ways
Yes.
to
You're
allow for
omniscience.
free will and free
From
decision
alpha
making.
to
God's
omega.
definition of what's good is not your
That's
good.
all knowing is omniscient, not omnipotent. But they're both attributed to God.
Omnipotent. No,
Omniscient.
There's
You're
so
thinking
many
of
wrong
omniscience.
things. The best proof that God does not
Omnipotent
exist is
means
his
can't
tie,
do
by the way.
anything.
Maybe God's definition of what's good is
Omniscience
not your
means can't
definition of what's
know
good. Neil
everything,
deGrasse
knows
Tyson,
everything.
because you are not
omnipotent is one who has unlimited
Possibility
power
number 2.
or
God-
authority.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Can God make a rock so heavy he himself can't lift it? That's the paradox.
Oh, nice paradox. But it doesn't see you added the word power and strength for some reason. Having access to not only
Omnipotence
have all
is
knowledge but
all
create new
powerful.
knowledge. That's two different things.
Omnipotence is the power. Omniscience is the knowledge. But they're both attributed. It doesn't matter.
Power. It does say power.
I think you're
I know.
omnipotent.
The PO and potent is probably related to power, so I'm definitely wrong there.
Let's finish.
I
this.
know.
About
limits
omnipresent.
his control
It
in the
doesn't matter.
universe
It
in
doesn't
certain
matter
ways
that
so as
you're
to
wrong.
allow for free
But
will.
what
and
we're
free
right about,
decision-making.
these are all
If the
different
pure
characteristics
cause
we
and
use to
effect
describe
of
God.
Thinking a thing were
Oh, yeah,
bad,
and
and
they're
that this
all
thing happening
attributed
to
to
that
the same-
person who just did the bad thing.
I don't
were to be
attribute him all.
exposed, then you wouldn't have any
I don't
free
think he's
choice.
all powerful.
Good.
Do you
If clearly, if he was all powerful, if you believe in that sort of thing, then he would. Well, no. See, I go back to the thing. He probably has a reason he can't or won't or doesn't that we would never
A
understand.
greater good that we don't even understand. Yes.
And Bruce Almighty, the movie, did a great job of it. He just said yes to everything. I'll be a generous, compassionate
Almighty?
God. You know what I'm talking about? That movie?
Yeah.
With
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think I remember it.
And there
Jim
was an
Carrey.
immediate, unthought of downside to that. So
Yeah.
you know that's the best way to explain why God can't heal every child.
Or answer any prayer ever.
Well, right. I mean, go back. We were assuming that believing in the people
there
that
it
exist
is.
in him.
Creator of the heavens and the earth, Alpha and Omega.
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
I'm God.
Bingo! Yahtzee! Is that your final answer? Our survey says God! Bing, ding, 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 ding. Well, it was nice to meet you, God. Thank you for the Grand Canyon, and good luck with the apocalypse. Oh, and by the way, you suck!
You've been doing a lot of complaining about me.
Gary.
And quite frankly, I'm tired of it.
Wait. Don't come near me. Seriously. When I'm backed into a corner, I'm like a wild animal. I don't want to hurt you, but I will out of instinct.
You haven't won a fight since grade 5, and that was against a girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
she
right.
was huge.
Yeah, she's really
The
big.
sun was in your eyes.
Oh my God! I solved the whole riddle.
Anyway, I
Dominio probistis me un candle vista me.
My job.
It's all attributed to David.
So here's your chance.
It's fucking David. He's the key.
Leave this building. You will be in bounds.
David is the key to the Bible. It's all
Yeah.
attributed to David.
Whatever you say now.
Correct.
You believe in a God that is
No.
good and all-knowing?
So, and again, I think even I'll be even farther. All the Omni stuff that's after Omni is all added for us to try and relate something that is unrelatable, unexplainable to something where we can actually explain and relate to. I think
Right.
Omni just means all, right? Omni
Yeah.
is all or everything. That's
Alpha and
all-
Omega.
So it'd be better if we just said all instead of God or common source or creator. If we just said all,
Okay, well
everything would
then,
make
then
sense.
you really are dealing with Spinoza's God, and it's not
Ew,
a
wash
personal
it
God
off.
at all.
If you have any Spinoza's God on you, you should wash it off. This is the single show. We're not supposed to fall back on another show. Can you explain what Spinoza's God is? Because I don't remember.
Nature of the universe.
What?
I give you a 3-word answer. Are you kidding me?
So nature, you sound like me talking to my mom, and now I know how she feels, dude. Back off.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not being
kidding me?
stupid. First of all, I'm just
you
trying to
kidding
argue
me?
for the viewers.
Yeah.
Say the 3 words again.
Nature of the universe.
Nature is the word that you have me. Nature we couldn't define even on this show. It's everything. It's all. So when I asked you to define all, you started it with all of something. So I'm confused. Nature. Everything occurs in nature. Everything is natural.
Okay.
So comma. Can you use a
nature,
different...
comma, the universe. Spinoza's God. I just defined Spinoza's God in 3 words. I was trying to keep it simple for you.
It's too simple.
Whoa.
It's too vague. I don't understand it. Both things are too vast. That's the problem with
Spinoza's God.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. I don't get the silent riddles. Sorry.
You're subscribing to ridiculous nonsense.
Please like, comment, and subscribe to the ridiculous nonsense down below.
Heck yeah. Hey, can we do the, what's it called? The disclaimer so I can walk inside?
Yeah, but every time you do that, there's a Fladge coming up, so.
All right, your Flash.
Yeah, we haven't had one yet. Come on, man.
Ask.
Fladge. I have problem. Dear Fladgy fuckface, I have no problem driving at night, but I prefer to stay home rather than go out. Truth be told, I don't like to be out after 4 or 5 p.m. Yes, I miss a lot of social activities, but I don't mind. The problem is friends and acquaintances who, when they find out I'm not going out at night, instantly offer to pick me up because they are kind and gracious. No matter how many times explain that it's not the driving, it's that I prefer not to be out at night, it falls on deaf ears. I know I'm lucky to have sweet friends who volunteer to drive me, but I'm tired of explaining myself. Because I don't want to insult anyone, can you suggest a polite way to turn these folks down? Nothing I've said has worked so far, including saying, it's not the driving, I don't go out at night. Signed, Homebody in Florida.
Homebody in Florida? I always just say, no, I've got a gonorrhea flare-up.
I need to stay home and try a new recipe.
I don't know if gonorrhea flares up.
I'm sure.
Turn down for what?
Flare up for what?
I don't like to go out at night either. Screw that.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm a homebody.
But not all the time. I do everything. I'll do one of everything on every single night.
Yeah, you know what? I am game
for
anything.
Everything.
Or just anything. I'm shutting this off.
How about pool?
Oh, you're going to get cold.
You like pool?
I know. I'm not going to get cold. I'm going to go inside.
Does that mean we're going to cross over?
As above, so below.
No, not that. To the Rumble. We're not even on...
Disclaimer, the unfiltered and crude proclamation of jabber speech. Gibber. Folks, listen up. Before we dive gibber into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Gibber, look, we're here for a good time, not a gibber-correct time, all right? In this crazy world, where snowflakes, applesauce, and jabber critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So, here jabber, article I, let's get jabber, the sole gibber of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is gibber accidental. Article 2, jabber everyone equally, we're equal gibber offenders, alright? We don't give a hoot about your gibber, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs. We're here to roast everyone from politicians to gibber to our own sorry selves. No gibber safe, not even grandma's apple pie. Article 3, screw political jabber. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or jabber anything. So, if our jabber offend you, tough luck. We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or gibber feelings. But hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of gibber. Article I gibber, fake news alert. The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as gibber as a $3 bill. Any resemblance to real-life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely gibber and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the earth is round, but jabber, who cares? Article D, jabber cause why not? Parody and gibber are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a jabber. We might not be the smartest gibber in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble. So, in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a gibber, then congrats, you're our kind of people. We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes, spread some jabber joy, and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time. So buckle up, buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd gibber of our humor while Fladge Rants live.